I forgot.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome. Monday night. We're here. We're only 3 minutes late, 4 minutes late. Hope nobody left. Liberty was afraid everybody was gonna leave, but I told them you guys would stick it out. So appreciate you guys sticking it out. Sorry we're late, but that's normal. We like to be I like to be fashionably late. So for those of you that are upset about that, um just know that if I'm hosting, we're usually fashionably late. We
Oh,
got
I'm not.
FG Stacker. He says he's number one. Southeast Stacker. He says he's like number one. Littlefoot, evening as always. Liberty Bleed Silver. He was trying to get in here. I guess I messed up the link to him. Christian Virginia's hanging out for a bit. Always appreciate you hanging out. He was going through some of my old videos, which was funny to see. T-Bird's on break, checking in with everybody. FG Stacker, the pouring master, is in the house. We also have, let me keep scrolling down here. B Taylor, the whatnot shopper.
The king of whatnot.
Brad Yate, borrowing somebody's phone to hang out with us. Ozark Buck is here. If you guys missed Saturday night or Saturday morning, he was on Saturday morning with us. Liberty Bleeds Silver was in the chat, still trying to get in. The Kansas Kid, good evening. Good, nice to see you. Silver Sleuth, mahalo. And let me see, I think
Dub C just rolled in. He got out of bed and he came on over.
Dub C says, calm down, everybody. He's here. And, all right, I think that is everybody. So, what's going on, guys?
Well, cool. Thanks, Nick. That was an awesome rundown on the chat feed. I'm not afraid of people leaving. I just think it's a little rude to make them wait. But I'm old school. But anyways, and Brad Yate, he just needed a phone so he could live stream, but then he realized he can actually do it on his computer. So yeah, he just did that at one time.
Nice.
How you guys doing tonight?
Pretty good, man. What are you up to tonight?
Just itching it, just kicking it. That's about it.
Yeah. How's the weather out there? It's been hot as hell over here. I'll say hell, but been super hot.
We're gonna be on like a 12-day warming trend, and after that, well, yeah, it's gonna get hotter again. So yeah.
Yeah, well, it is. It's getting close to summertime, right? Summertime
Yeah.
for us basically starts at the end of May and runs through late October. And then we usually cool off like a degree or two from there.
Nice. Yeah, it'll be like I think probably hit 100 in a few days. I'm sure.
Yeah. We very rarely get to even close to 100, usually about 93, 94 maximum.
It's usually 100 plus on my birthday. So yeah.
Oh, okay. So that's coming up soon, old man.
Yeah, like in 10 days.
Now I know why you're pissed off tonight.
Am I pissed off?
No, I'm just busting your balls, dude.
Yeah, I tell you, man. You guys are starting to feel like my wife. Both of you.
Oh no, we don't want that.
Yeah, we don't want that. I got that crap here. I don't need that crap here and there and there and here. Dear God, man.
You'll never get crap from me. I don't know about the other side, but
Hey, we got Sobriety and Silver showed up. Littlefoot. Did I say Littlefoot? I missed
I think you
Littlefoot.
did. Yeah. Ozark Buck. You said him, right?
Littlefoot's feet are on fire, man. That dude is just scooting around the forest. He just hit 200 subscribers. He just got FG Stacker to pour him some sick, badass Littlefoot channel rounds. The dude is just chewing up the bark, man.
Nice.
Yeah.
FG, basically, you saw the round he poured for me, and I sent him a package, and he said he got the package today. So, damn, dude, I hope everything was there and everything was in order. You received it good. Let's hope.
Coolio.
Yeah, that round he did for you is awesome. And then did you see the round he did for Enormous?
Oh no, I missed that one.
You missed Emperor Wang's reveal of the round he sent him?
Yeah, I did actually. I've been haven't really been on YouTube the last couple days, so
Oh man, it's FG has been doing some work.
He's
Yeah,
putting in
man, it was so good. It inspired me to do an AI short.
nice. Was
Like
it more
that
than
takes
6
much.
seconds? Hello? Did you cut me out? Did you mute me?
Oh, you're still there.
Oh,
No, he only does that to me.
oh,
Yeah, you know, I gotta do that. I was prepping.
Yeah,
FG says he was
I
prepping an email to send to you.
that
oh, okay.
I can see that though. You know, it's the only power you can really exert. And God, don't stop Vegas from exerting anything. That'd be like throwing water on a fire that's already out.
Right. Yeah,
LBS is
I
fired up this afternoon.
No,
you
I'm
gotta,
trying to douse it.
you gotta slow down on the content, Vegas. You know, you're gonna burn us out.
Yeah, you know, I was actually gonna do some this afternoon, and then I was running around, and I took a nap instead. I was
You
gonna
know
set
what you
up
could have
AI to do
done?
some content for me, but I don't know how to do that AI shit.
You know what you could have done, dude? You didn't even think about this. You could have done a cooking video at the Korean barbecue today.
That was yesterday. The problem is I don't do the cooking. That I could do that. My wife does the cooking, so that would be perfect.
There you go.
Yeah, as long as you don't start dabbling in motivational videos, you ought to be all right.
Oh.
You
Well,
been
just for
drinking
the
already
record,
this afternoon? Were you all right, LBS?
you motivate me. So
That's all that matters.
Yeah, yeah.
speaking of motivation, I'm gonna motivate your ass to send me that peace dollar tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow we'll definitely get that in the mail.
Yes, please. I want to mail that package out no later than Monday. I
I
got
could
night.
put it
Huh?
maybe I'll send it like quick mail.
No, you don't have to do that. Just send it. You could probably even do ground advantage. It's about $5. I sent everything. I sent FG ground advantage. I think I mailed it on Friday and it was already there today or maybe Thursday. I'm not sure.
Hey, Dub
You got it
C,
a lot closer though.
Dub C says we should eat some huge hamburgers, and yeah, I did today. It was great. I went to stop to this place, and I they had all these cool beers on tap, and I saw this one called All Day IPA. Is that the one you drink, Dub? Because it definitely made me think of you, and I'm kind of curious on what is your favorite IPA? I know that is your favorite, but what brand is? I'm kind of curious.
Oh, he laid that out. I don't remember what it was though.
Yeah, we talked about that once. I forgot what the heck it was.
Yeah, you guys drank beer, and I couldn't be there. I remember.
It was something from San Diego, I think he said.
Um,
Bigfoot? No.
Oh, that's
FG
just
said he
here.
didn't get your package yet, but he sent yours off. That's awesome.
Speaking of Bigfoot, did anybody see Stacker Factor's video?
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh my god, dude! I've been listening to that song all day, just on auto repeat.
Dub C says it's all day IPA because it's not especially high ABV.
Oh,
Oh,
gotcha.
okay.
It's like a cruiser beer.
It's like
Gotcha.
IPA light.
What did you guys ever watch Trailer Park Boys?
Absolutely.
You know that manager dude when he got a hold of that thing that it would tell him how much his blood alcohol level was, so he could like regiment throughout the day with it.
Didn't they have like a contest or something to see who could get the most effed up?
Yeah, yeah, they had a lot of crazy shit. That was a great one. Trailer Park Boys. Oh my god,
Yeah,
where are
that
they now?
Canadian TV is awesome.
All right, so do we have a guest tonight, or what's going on? What are we talking about? We got a topic, a guest. What's happening, Vegas?
I forgot to check with my boss. No, we don't have any topics as usual. We usually don't have too many topics. We just go with
Wait a
the
minute.
flow.
Wait a
And
minute.
then
Speak for yourself.
there will be a guest later this evening.
Oh, cool. Oh, we have like a mystery guest.
Yes.
Oh,
Maybe
okay.
maybe we could take some ideas of topics from the chat. What do you guys want to talk about tonight? I'm going to interact with the chat. I'm just right in front of my iPad. I'm
I
gonna
want
just
to talk about something you picked up today, blue
Yeah.
collar.
go for it.
And it would be cool if you could even show what you picked up. And in the text messages, I told you I'd seen someone do a video on what you picked up or similar to that. And I couldn't remember it, but it's culture of currency. And
Oh,
maybe I'll bet Dub C. I don't know if he has any of this stuff, but I'm sure he's aware of this stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, well, I'll let you explain it.
Yeah, no, you know what? I had no idea what it was until I Google Lensed it after I left the store.
Oh,
Right?
dude,
So,
it's actually legal tender. So that's why I'm glad that Dub C is here, because I want him to see this legal tender that is only legal in a certain nation.
yeah. Well, let me get it out. Let me pull it out. Hold on.
Whip it out, Joe.
Make
All
me
right, while you
big.
do that,
Make me big.
Littlefoot was asking. While you do that, Littlefoot was asking if is that anybody buying gold or silver? I'm haven't been buying much of either. Well, yeah, I haven't been buying much of either lately.
I think
I
maybe
don't
you
know.
got a little bit of something else today, and a third metal.
Yeah, I've been buying copper, but that's the setup to flip.
No, I hear you.
Looks like
Yeah,
Dub
but
C.
you
Usually
know
get
what it is?
90% silver here and there.
That's why I love to show all the copper on the stage because it freaks people out. They're like, "Oh, you're a copper stacker." I
Gotta trigger the
honestly, I
shadow.
got more copper than I have silver right now. But
Yeah, I believe it.
yeah, you better believe it. Everywhere I look down. Look, I look down, and oh shit, there's another 10 ounces. Oh wait, hold on. Here's another 10. Everywhere I
Well, it looks
turn.
like Dub C nailed it. Pretty, yeah. Indigenous tribe currency.
Yeah, man. Let's if you could fluff me up, Mr. Vegas, I'll show
Oh,
what
yeah.
I got.
Hey,
Oh, there you go.
Rasbabo. Hola. How's it going, Rasbabo? Good to see you, man.
I hate the focus on this, man.
Yeah, your camera's rough. Them iPhones, I tell you, man.
Nah, it's just there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this one here is a 2015. It's from
Sioux Nation.
Sioux Nation, yeah.
That's wild, man. That's awesome.
That's currency. They use that, or they can use it. I don't know if they probably don't use it much, but yeah, no. It's recognized United States legal tender in the Sioux Nation, not anywhere else.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. But you know what? My camera sucks. So unfortunately, for whatever reason, it's not focusing.
It's focusing on everything in the background and not
I know,
what we got
man.
there. That's weird.
What the fudge? There we go.
Looks like Ozark Buck has a question. Have any of us ever bought fake silver? And I can, yes, I have. In Mexico, I kind of knew it was going to be fake. It was only like $10, and it was like this, 1847 Mexican coin. I'm like, yeah, that's not really silver, but it was cool, and I wanted it for. Actually, I'd seen videos about people doing fake silver videos, so I was like, oh yeah, I'll pick it up either way. And so I did that, and then also I have purchased silver and then made it fake for a video. Of course, it was real silver, but I just did some silly stuff about it being fake and showed magnets sticking to it and stuff like that because I put a magnet behind it, just being goofy. But yeah, that's my little fake silver. Everything I've tested, I've ever picked up with magnet pinging, all that. It all sounds good. As far as I know, I don't have any fake silver. I would love to get one of those Sigmas, for an hour and throw everything on there and check it all. But I'm pretty darn sure, man. I think after a while you can like pick something up and just, give it a flick, feel it in your hand, look at it. I mean, I'm sure we could all be fooled, but I don't think it happens very much. At least not in this community. I don't see it a lot. That's my thoughts on fake.
I don't have any that I know of. I've always bought like either online or through a coin shop, so I feel sort of secure. I don't know if that's a false sense of security or not, but
Jesus, the focus.
I have heard of people in the community that
there
have
you go.
picked up fake stuff and then they take it back to their LCS or send it back, and that's always straightened out. It seems like if there is fake stuff going around, if you go back, it'll get straight.
Yeah, B. Taylor actually had just had a fake bar that he discovered in his stack, and I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, it was like almost a year old. And
That's right.
and
Yeah.
I think his LCS made good on it.
They did. Yeah, they did. As far as I can remember, yeah, he had I can't remember what it was, but it had like the back was wrong on it.
Yeah, I believe it was like wasn't it a Buffalo bar?
Something
Like a
like that, like Highland
Silvertown
Mare.
looking Buffalo bar or something.
Yeah, B.
It
Taylor
was
put it in
actually
there what it was.
Silvertown, and it didn't have their normal round background, their round logo thing in the background. Sunshine Mint, he says.
Oh, that's what it was. Yes, Sunshine Mint. Yes.
Sunshine.
And you
There
know
you
how they
go.
normally have like that big circle in the back, and they have
Yeah.
like an authenticator thing you can use with it and shit.
And you know what's funny? In my my premiere tonight that you missed, Nick, I had talked about that, how I didn't really like the modern Sunshine stuff because of that little circle. And meanwhile, it would have saved his ass, right?
Yeah, like that. Their buffaloes have that, and I'm like, you flip it over, and it's got this big old circle in the buffalo, and I'm like, that's ugly.
Yeah, yeah.
So do the pieces you picked up, does that represent buffaloes then?
It
Was that
does, man. All three of them have buffaloes on them. So yeah, they have a buffalo on them, so they're going in the buffalo stack.
That's the only requirement. That's as far as
Yeah.
I know.
Well,
It
this
could
one,
even be a bison. Oh wait, there is a little bit of kind of chit chat about it. If it's a bison, it's not actually a buffalo.
well, isn't a buffalo really a bison anyway?
I think there is a different genus or species or some bullshit. Silver and Cigars is a guy to ask about that.
Yeah, I
most
don't
of
know.
them on there are actually bison, I think, but they're called buffalo, so I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
it's like I think
tomato,
it's like
tomato.
a tomato thing.
You know, Ted Nugent, he's got that white buffalo thing going. I've seen him ride it on stage.
Oh yeah, great white buffalo. Yeah. So yeah, those are the Sioux Nation coins that I showed you, and then
Tatanka.
this one is a Yellowstone commemorative, so it doesn't have a Native American on the obverse, but it does have a bison / buffalo on the back. So that goes in the buffalo herd.
So you have to ask Silver and Cigars if that constitute as a would that constitute as a buffalo for his stack?
Well,
Yeah,
I've seen.
exactly.
Yeah, no. Listen, if you're gonna put the Pamp buffalo doesn't have a native on the front.
Oh, I agree with that. Yeah.
So if you're gonna go with that, then you got to go with with this one. And the one other thing that I picked up today, and I'm going to show it to you because I was kind of hoping Phoenix Coins would be in here.
I found that.
Yeah, well, I didn't say who found it. I said I picked it up. All right, so look at this. This is Diamonds Are Forever.
Oh, 007.
Yep.
Oh,
Royal
okay.
Mint 007. So that's why
probably
I
a premium
figured
bar, and you probably got it cheap too.
$33.
There you go.
Nice.
Littlefoot has you. Littlefoot says bison live in North America, buffalo live in Asia and Africa.
All right,
There
then
you go. So most of them on the you probably
Wow.
see are probably bison then.
well,
Yeah,
I would think. Well, buffalo.
I would say they're all
like
bison.
Cape buffalo. They're a little bit different.
They got to be all bison because all of the coins it's from like America. That whole motif, or yeah.
Yeah. You know that that original bison was from the Central Park Zoo, I think, or something, wasn't it?
Something like that. Yeah,
There's a story behind it. Yeah.
There's a whole story behind it. Yeah.
Yeah, like the artist went there to draw it or paint it. Yeah, whatever for the engravers.
That was originally from the Buffalo nickel, I would think, right?
Yep.
You know, the Buffalo nickel, although it's a beautiful coin, it's defective because the date is so high on it that most of the dates wear off.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, you get no dates or a thing. You can have a decent coin with no date. Go figure.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm trying to look this up.
Well, looks like we got a few people rolled in here. We've got it's like a Kansas Silver Sleuth, Somebody else new I saw.
Four
Four
Nines
Nine's
is in
fine.
here.
Four Nine's fine is here. Aras Bubba, I said earlier. Stuart, that's it. Stuart's here. Good to see you, Stuart. Right
Hey,
on, man.
Stuart, wait, let me talk directly to Stuart.
Yeah, we need to tell. Yeah,
Stuart, you need to email me because I owe you a number one gold back. So please email me your address and I will mail it out to you directly. Please confirm that in the chat that you're going to do that because I want to get that out to you.
right on. I knew
Okay.
we'd connect soon.
Stuart's in here on Mondays, so that's good.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah. Just send me an address, man. I'll get that right out.
Blue collar, do you want me to send me the address you want me to send my package to, or your package to, if it's your PO box or your real address?
Yeah, you could send it to either one. I think you've got both, but you could do it to my PO box. That's fine. I'll get it.
Okay. Tell Average Jane I got her card and tell her thank you. That was very fitting.
What did he say?
Oh, he got your card with the little doohickey in the back.
I knew it would be a good one.
Did he check the return address? I changed it.
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
I
it
was
had
driving
like,
around. It's in the car still. I was driving around and opening it up as I was driving.
that's funny. It had like a little gift taped to each hand or something. I don't know.
No,
Yeah.
I crazy glued him.
Oh, she crazy.
You crazy glued him? Perfect.
Oh God. Abusing
Dubsy
children.
says he'll send Average Jane a package.
I bet. Is his nickname Bigfoot?
Yeah. So I think that song that Stacker Factor used was AI generated.
You know what? I don't think it is because I found those guys on YouTube. They got a bunch of songs. But
Oh, really?
maybe it is. I don't know. But they got a bunch of songs. One of them's called Whiskey Dick. I can't remember the other ones, but the two that I checked out were Bigfoot and Whiskey Dick.
Oh, so maybe they are real. But there's been a lot of I think FG does it a lot too in his song. But there's been a lot of AI generated songs. FG, type in chat if I'm wrong, but I think his songs are AI generated. If you
Yeah,
listen to the words and stuff.
it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird to me that we're going to start letting AI create music now. This world is going downhill, man.
Yeah, I can't figure out the whole AI. I don't know how to use it. I don't know how to do it. I think Littlefoot and LBS are having a competition with it, which is it's cool to see.
I think I
wouldn't say we're competing. We just both have been dabbling with it. And you mentioned Littlefoot. Yeah, he's got Ozark Buck here. I don't know if he got shouted out. Ozark Buck, good to see you, man. That was awesome on Saturday. That was such a great show. Thanks for showing us. If you guys didn't see it, go back and watch. And actually, Littlefoot made an awesome video shouting out the Vegas Cabal, the Saturday morning. He has clips that he did where he edited together of the show where he was winning. He won. And that was really, really cool. Anyways, yeah, he's using a little bit. His Ozark Buck says here in the chat that he loves his channel sticker. I do too. I just got 2 in the mail, and they're awesome, Littlefoot. And I'm really digging on what you're putting together. Your editing skills are amazing, bro. I'm really enjoying it. Good stuff. And that's the way to use AI is with other. It doesn't just have to be only AI. You can use it to enhance. I mean, God, I've been using it for a couple of years, making thumbnails, I mean, all kinds of stuff it can be used for. I think some people could do it too much, but yeah, I think it's fun, man. You ought to check it out. Vegas, it's a lot of fun. You too, Blue Collar.
Yeah, I know. I got to figure it out. I mean, I think a lot of the stuff that you're doing is cool. It baffles me. I don't know how to use it yet.
Actually,
Yeah,
YouTube. I've been using like AI Hotpot for like image generation, and then the all the video I've ever done, and I think I've done maybe like 8 or 10 of them, and they're all from YouTube. You just go to YouTube, you go to short, like you're gonna make a short, instead of putting in your your camera footages that are all listed there. You just hit create. It's a little box above all your pictures, and that'll ask you what you want to do. What do you want to see? What do you want to make? And then you just type in. That's the trick, though, is typing in the correct way to tell AI what you're looking for, because it's not very intelligent.
Yeah, no, garbage in, garbage out. I mean, I just did that video that I just popped out tonight. I did the description with AI, right? So I put in exactly what I wanted to say, and it came out freaking awesome, dude. World Money Wins was like, "Hey, dude, did you write that? That's awesome." I
No,
told
see,
him,
I
"No,
haven't dabbled with the writing at all. Only video and images. But yeah, I think that I might try that next. I haven't made any music either with it, but
yeah,
Dennis DeMenace, he's a guy that's been following me a long time. He's made quite a few songs, and he's actually made songs about my channel. It's pretty cool. It sounds
yeah,
pretty darn good, man.
yeah." It's
Yeah, I don't
just
know.
to me, it just scares the shit out of me. I don't know.
Yeah.
The whole
FT
AI
says he
thing.
uses it to avoid copyright strikes. That's a good idea.
Yeah, that is
Exactly, because I mean, okay, on YouTube they're just providing a free service, but like I pay for AI, and like for images, it's very inexpensive for a year. I think it was like $15 or something like that, and it's not the greatest, but it's got a bunch of different themes, and I can make it different sizes, and and it won't always do what you tell it to, because some things it's not allowed to do. Like for instance, when I first heard I could do video on YouTube with AI, I was like, oh shit. First thing I typed in, burning $100 bills. I'm like, that that's like a thing that you can't do without burning $100 bill. You know what I mean? So that would be cool, and I'd like to use that in like somewhat political, economical kind of short. But no,
Yeah.
it won't let you burn money. It
Well-
won't do it. It says we can't do that. Like
I'll
even
tell
the
you-
airport one, the one I did at the airport, like with the TSA, I actually got it to do what I wanted it to do, but it took me an hour and probably 50 tries to get it even close, and then I had to zero it in detail. Oh man, it was kind of hard. So sometimes it works really good, really quickly, and then sometimes if you're trying to ask it to do something it's not really supposed to be doing, that's a struggle.
Yeah, well, I got a copper stacking video coming out, and I did an AI image with burning money. In other words, yeah, you stacking copper, you're burning your money. Let me see if I can find it. It was able to do it.
Yeah, I've tried to like do some AI stuff, and it comes up with something that just looks, I don't know, it looks cheesy, and it just doesn't look
Yeah, I
like it
wanted to
won't
see
do
it.
Vegas, and it comes up with different names for Vegas, and it's more work and more to me it's more annoying than just doing it myself.
Well, if you can figure out how to burn money, more
Yeah.
power to you.
I mean, you could put like money, and then you could put fire in front, layered on there. But I wanted to see like bills curling up and turning into ash.
How
But
about
yeah,
like this?
are you gonna burn $1? Let me see. I gotta make you
Oh
big.
yeah, how'd you do that one?
I just asked AI for it, and it gave it to me.
Wow. So you must is that the premium package?
No, dude, this is look, roasted marshmallows over burning hundreds.
Oh, you just put roasted. You got to roll the. Oh, that's
Look at
right.
that.
That's the one where I can't even see the marshmallow hardly, but now I see it that you said it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
roasted marshmallows over a burning $100 bill. Come on, looking awesome, dude. Copper stacks, copper and gold, copper and silver. These are all AI generated. Waste of
Yeah.
money.
I did it for I was trying it to do thumbnails, but then I just quit doing content, so I didn't need thumbnails.
Exactly. Little foot. He says, if you saw the round FG has poured for me, it was an AI image. Totally, man. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the Vegas Cabal logo is obviously AI.
Yeah.
Right? We worked
And
on
he's
that.
right. There's no copyright involved because AI made it, not somebody else.
That's right. And
Yeah, but I'm sure there's
that was all trial and error.
Have AI do you some Trump stuff and see what happens.
Yeah, well,
Hey, Vegas, could you like drop us some clues or some hints on the mystery guess while we're waiting, or can we have the chat maybe try to guess?
No, I can't. Thanks for asking, though.
Oh, well, that's about boring.
That's all right. If you find it boring, then that sucks. I find it entertaining and a little I know people that like surprises, so I find it interesting.
I'm a
Yeah,
surprise.
guessing games are fun too.
That's
I'm
true.
going to drop a link for Littlefoot for FG Stacker making Littlefoot's round. If you guys want to go check that out after the show, that would be cool. Please don't do it during the show. We would like you to stick around with us and check out the show. But FG has been doing, man, the one you have to watch the one. Hey, High Desert Pioneer, thanks for stopping in. Says the beast system doesn't like to contradict its prime directive.
There you go.
So what was I saying? Oh, the reaction that Emperor Wang gives when he opens up his package from FG Stacker it's awesome. It's amazing. Silver State, good to see you. Kane Slaw from Canada, he's in here dropping stuff from Canada. Littlefoot says he needed a 3D printer and get good at it like FG. Yeah, FG is a pro at the 3D printer. Somebody was asking me FG to do a display thing for him for a 3D printed one, and I told him to ask you. I hope you don't mind. But I haven't got the whole 3D printer situation figured out yet. Uh-oh, LBS left. I thought he got a new phone.
Uh-oh. Is he backstage?
No, he's not backstage neither.
Oh, no.
Christian Virginia says he's off to go watch West Texas's live stream.
Yeah.
There's LBS's clue. It's a male.
Oh, I got a clue. Well, thank you, Jane. I'm glad somebody knows.
Well, look, it's a male, but that's not saying much because 99% of everybody in this community is male.
No, that's not true because I've got 11% ladies watching me.
No, I'm talking about like actual stackers that might be as a guest on the show.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
But yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
99% is kind of like a generic number I threw out there. Maybe
Oh,
it's
yeah, I got that.
97.6.
I got that confused with my OnlyFans channel. I'm sorry.
Can you guys let me see. Blue Collar, can you see the private chat on StreamYard?
Yeah, hold on a second. Private chat on StreamYard. I think I can.
Oh, Ozark Buck says there's never a dull moment with you guys. Well, Ozark Buck, that's why I keep talking. I can't stand a dull moment. I know it bothers Nick. He thinks I'm all about let's listen to Liberty. You got to listen to Liberty. You know, then he mutes me, and then it's like then the show we lose viewers, man. I don't. But thanks for sticking around, man. Appreciate it, Ozark.
We only lose viewers when you host because your phone dies. How's the new phone anyway?
I just got it, and it's charging now. And then I gotta go through and do all the, hook up all the accounts and all that bullshit.
Yeah, I see your private chat, and I don't know the answer to that.
Okay. Wasn't sure. I don't think so, but it could. I don't know.
No, I don't think so either. My guess is no.
What are you guys doing now?
We're just communicating behind the scenes.
Yeah, I don't know how good that is.
Well, no, he asked me a question. It was relevant to the situation. So,
I see.
can you see the private chat on StreamYard?
I
'Cause
don't.
you might know the answer to that, and I think the
I'd
answer
rather
is no.
concentrate on the show and the people that are here than private chat with you guys. We talk all day long, man.
Well, it's relevant.
Pertains to the stream. That's why.
Definitely relevant.
Yeah, the show does too.
You're on one tonight, huh?
Yeah, he's got
Good.
something going on.
Yeah. Drinks from lunch. Silver State says if you had an iPad, it would swap over to new phone for you. I haven't got into the whole. I know BCS is a iPhone user, but Liberty got a Galaxy, and I use a Galaxy too, so I like my Android stuff.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
an Android. That's what I got. Samsung Galaxy something 24.6. I don't know what the number, whatever.
yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about Android, but everybody else in my household is Apple, and it just makes it easier.
It's got
Honestly.
4 cameras. Oh, thank you very much, B. Taylor. I will have fun with it, man. Yeah, I love new toys.
I used to switch phones every year, and then I just got to a point where it's so freaking annoying switching everything over. I just couldn't do it anymore.
You know when I switch phones?
When yours caught on fire? Hello?
When they fall apart. And this one, basically, the back's off. Oh, well, I can fry you an egg on the back of the thing, and I can't make phone calls with it anymore. I mean, I can receive a phone call and speak about 9 seconds on it. Yeah, so that's when it literally doesn't work anymore. That's when I get a new phone.
Yeah,
This one
that's
lasted
pretty
about
much where
3
I'm at,
years.
too.
The one before that was probably 2 years, maybe 2.5 years.
Well,
But
I
I'm
got
trying
an
not to
Apple, and I
spend too
still
much
got a
on them.
home button, so.
Like my wife, she's got that iPhone, and what is that, like $1,200? Like, are you freaking kidding me? I buy 6 phones for $1,200, and that'll last me 20 years. Not
Right.
one phone. It's like, really? I mean, what? So you can. What's the big deal with iPhone? I don't get it, man. I don't know. It's like a
I don't
cult.
either.
It really is like a cult, bro. It's like
Well, I
they're
don't know
all
if I'd
waiting
go
for it to
there,
come
but
out. Oh, it's here, the new one. It's like you guys are fools, man. Anyways, yeah. And then it's all so proprietary, like you can't open them, or that's illegal. Like you can't work on them. I mean, all that kind of stuff is totally illegal. Corporatism at its finest, and people are just they got that white apple, like Adam and Eve biting the apple. That's just a bunch of freaking weird hooey crap, man. It's a cult. It's a cult.
It's the same thing with Android, though. It's no different. There's diehard Android people and there's diehard iPhone people, and in neither one of them you can open up and change the battery or work on anymore. I mean, it's just what it's become.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
not
know.
the days are gone of replacing the battery on your phone to try and to keep
extend
it
the life.
working. So
Yeah, I don't know about that. If you bring it to the store, my wife brought hers to the store, and they changed the battery on it.
in the iPhone,
Yeah.
nice.
How many phones did you say they make a year? You looked it up, right? Blue Collar was like 100 million phones a year. And where are we putting these things when they're garbage? I mean, I'd throw some in the trash. I mean, that's probably not good for the earth, but I mean, there's got to be landfills full of these things.
Well, I got a junk drawer in the kitchen that literally, dude, it goes back to like flip phones.
I'll bet you when you open that drawer, like 4 phones slide off every time into the back. And if you were to open that cabinet all the way and look at the very back, you probably got even more down there, dude.
Honestly, you know what I've got in that drawer still? I got freaking Nextels in there.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
The walkie-talkie, the yellow. I used to have those for work. Yeah.
I've been in this house 22 years. There's freaking Nextels in the back of that drawer.
You
never know when you're going to need it again, man. Listen, if we get into like a nuclear war or something, maybe Nextel's the only way.
Those things weigh like a pound.
Yeah. Those things are awesome. When they came out, it was like the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, it was.
Right before I moved out here, and I was just like, that was like right when they were going to crap and nobody was using them anymore. I was like, I finally get one and nobody uses it anymore. Well, that's no fun.
Yeah,
all phones are
says iPhones are the same device every single year. Are you an Android guy, 49s?
They're all the same. I mean, they have a new Samsung every year, just like a new Galaxy every year, just like the Apple phone, and um, they upgrade the camera and they upgrade a little bit of this, they upgrade a little bit of that. But
Hey. See?
Hey,
So
Mishy
I-
says he's still got his BlackBerry in the box it came in. Holy crap, dude!
I have a drawer full of phones too. You can recycle them. I mean, you don't have to pitch them in the garbage. You can.
Remember that little keyboard on the BlackBerry? Oh my god!
Yeah. BlackBerry was BlackBerry was like innovative when it came out. It was like the bomb.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah.
B. Taylor says a phone is a phone if silver is silver. Good point there.
That is a good point.
Yeah, I figure if it works, it gets me by and does what I need it to do. Then, like, unlike the one I'm holding, but the new one that's charging, yeah, it's all good, man. Although
I
I'm
wonder
worried
if
about,
I'm worried
about
looked up.
the radiation going through my fingers, holding the damn thing all the time, man. It like gets hot. My fingers start to get numb. You guys ever experience that?
No.
No.
You might have some kind of neurological thing going on. You better get checked.
Yeah,
Well,
it might
the
not be your phone.
neurological thing, that's a given, okay? But I'm talking about like physical, like radiation coursing through my fingers.
Yeah, I think you get more radiation from like a microwave oven.
Yeah,
Well,
I was gonna say, I
thank
don't know
God I
how
don't
much
have one.
radiation. I mean, I'm sure the phones put out enough cancerous stuff, but I don't know about radiation.
All right, you ready
Well,
for this? And just for anybody
that's
who
what-
thought I was bullshitting. Hey,
That's
Vegas,
what causes
swap
the
up my
cancer.
image.
Is the radiation.
Well, I have Littlefoot's round up there on the screen since we were talking about it. I thought
Oh,
I'd show
okay.
it off.
All right, when you get a chance.
Here, I'll put you big. I want to look up the something else anyway. There,
Oh,
you're
good.
big.
You ready for this?
Features.
Look at that.
There you
Got
go.
the old pull-out antenna.
Oh yeah, dude.
Look at this. In order
You know
to
what?
text, you had to be like STU.
Yeah,
You know.
Yep.
I
TUV.
work.
Yep. Oh, dude, you're taking me back. Flip
I
So
work
that.
with a
that's
guy
an
that still
X-Tel.
uses that freaking phone.
Open it and flip it again. Let's hear it.
I bet you if I plug this bitch in, it still works.
You know it does.
Hell yeah.
Probably can't make any calls on it. Probably the old systems, but it would
Yeah.
come on. I'm sure.
It's like 1/2 G.
I
1/2 G.
work with a guy that does that, man. He still uses a flip phone, and whenever he texts you, it's all in caps. It's hilarious.
0.5 G.
0.5 G.
So here, for those of you that have not seen this, check this out. I just put it on the screen. That's from FG. That's
Oh man,
FG's.
that's bad. Oh, that's nice. Is that on Pure Metals?
It's Emperor Wing's one of a kind piece.
Oh
Yeah.
man, that's nice.
It's a little alien poking his head out of a moon crater, looking at Neil Armstrong taking his first step off the ladder with the Earth in the background on a moonscape.
That is sick.
It's
That's the
freaking
lunar
awesome.
lander, bro.
Yeah, but who's operating the camera, dude? I don't believe any of that shit.
Are you kidding me? FG, obviously. What?
No,
F-
man.
What, you saying FG was on the moon? Come on, dude.
Yeah, he was. Fuck, I saw an alien hand the astronaut a silver bar to take it back to FG.
I posted a link for that in the chat. Please don't watch it now. Please watch it after the stream.
Yeah,
Wait,
it's 7
what?
seconds. But you know what? Some people have it like windows they can open next to this window. Some people have second devices. So watch it whatever you want, really. But please stay here if you would.
Diabolical Debbie, thanks for stopping in. I think she's new. She says she creates content on the paranormal. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. I am paranormal. I think this chat is, or this panel is paranormal. Who else we got in here? We got Silver State Stacker. Good to see you. He says NASA landed in Arizona. I believe it.
They said it was made in a Hollywood basement. If you are any fan of the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh, that's true. They do say that. You are correct. Silver State says they were in Arizona. B. Taylor. James Diamond. I don't know. You look like a new person. He says, I remember wanting a Razor phone. Yeah, I do too. then I got one, and I thought it was so cool. Man, they used to not do anything. Now they do everything. Four Nines, thanks for being in here this evening. I know you've been busy, and you made a new video about how busy you've been and your new content and where you're planning on moving towards, which is pretty cool.
Yep, and I was in his live the other night. He's got a new intro, and the new videos are pretty banging, dude. You're getting shit ton of views too, so congrats on that.
Right on. So what is the direction change? I haven't seen these.
It's brighter as far as I can see, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, Four Nines, but it looks like a brighter set, like more of a white background, more modern looking.
Oh,
Hey, Staker Dividend Maker, he shows up. He says nice military themed stuff. Yeah, I thought I'd put out a little Memorial Day type thing since it's coming up. I was going to
Is that
do
red silver?
yeah. This one? This
Yeah,
bar is cool, man. I can't
it
I
is.
don't know. I got it here. Let me make it big. I was actually gonna do a video on not on this bar, but
oh, there we go.
this is actually copper, but man, it's freaking cool.
Way cool.
Yeah, that's a nice memorial.
What's on the back? Oh, dude, they got the folded flag. Man, yeah, I have my grandfather's. Oh my god, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah, isn't it a nice piece?
Yeah,
I was
really
actually
nice.
gonna do
The texture on it is
content on this piece.
What's the weight on that, Vegas?
5 ounce.
5 ounce. Okay.
I was gonna do a video on this, the Folds of Honor bar that I have. It's a first mint piece, and I was gonna do a video on them, and then I'm like, I don't know if that's a good way to make a comeback into content is doing a promotional video for something, but I still might do it because it's got a cool purpose to it. It's they're donating some of their proceeds to the Folds of Honor Foundation, which
Oh,
in turn gives money to families of fallen soldiers and first responders.
That's cool.
that's way
So I was
cool.
thinking about doing a little video. Just, I mean, I didn't want to like pump up First Mint, but the the purpose behind it's really cool.
Yeah, I
I
nah,
thought
dude.
about it.
Yeah, I wouldn't stress on that, man. You're trying to relay information about a good cause, and it's you're not trying to sell it. You're just talking about it. That you think is a good idea.
I thought about it since the Memorial Day is coming up, and I think a lot of people sorry, trying to multitask. A lot of people forget what Memorial Day is actually about.
Right?
Everybody
It's not
thinks it's
like
about barbecues and
yeah,
3-day
It's
weekends.
more than hamburgers and hot dogs, right?
and you don't tell veterans Happy Memorial Day.
No.
Yeah. I'm trying to find they have a cool round too, which is here, I'm gonna bring it up on the screen. It's $39, so it's not cheap, but it's freaking cool.
I think
That's a cool piece.
OJ's got that thing for $33.
Oh wow,
This round?
Nah, I'm just breaking your balls.
He might.
you
That's
might
cool
have
though.
it
I like it.
in a few months or so. How this is pretty new, right?
Yeah. It's newer for them, yeah.
That's cool. I
It's
love the
cool.
folded flag. That's awesome.
It's a cool concept. It's a cool partnership that they did with them, which is really cool, I think.
Yeah.
It was a while back that they released their Folds of Honor bar, and then it disappeared from their website, which was weird. But the explanation they kept giving was they were working on something with it. So, but they brought it back and they released it, which is really cool. Yes, Southeast Stacker. Memorial Day is
So
to honor all those who gave the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom. Very true.
absolutely. A Silver Sleuth says he still has our gold star button from Lyndon B. Johnson. What do you,
Wow.
I don't understand what that is. Maybe you can
Well,
explain it. So,
Gold Star is
or thank you, Blue
a
Collar.
family that lost a military member in a war.
Oh,
Gold Star families, they call them.
Gold Star. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I've heard of
If
that.
I'm wrong, correct me, Sleuth.
Yeah, that's right. I think actually Sleuth had said that just recently somewhere else, as a matter of fact. Or, or else I'm having deja vu. Interesting.
So I think I forgot. I don't know if you saw it, Blue Collar, but Stuart said he wasn't sure if it was worth the time to send that gold back to him. I don't know if he emailed you though.
Well, I mean, a one gold back is worth $7. It's worth a stamp.
Yeah, it's a dollar stamp or less, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And besides that, it's not even the point. I'm offering it. If you don't want it, I'll keep it. But
Yeah, it was a prize, and it's a cool prize.
And
yeah,
Gold backs are very cool.
you're gonna toss in a couple of Blue Collar holographic stickers, right?
absolutely. You're gonna get a whole swag pack, chip, the whole Magilla.
That man, that'd be
Right there
hard for me.
alone, that's worth at least $100.
I was gonna say like 120 though, but yeah, it totally, man. I'd be wanting that more than the gold back. Well, I want the whole package. Yeah,
You always want the whole package.
yeah, I do. And you know what? If it was me, I'd want that sleeve that the goldback's going to travel in, autographed by the average Joe himself. That's what I would want. Just
That's
saying.
funny. That's funny you should say that because the coin guy.
Yeah.
The coin guy was on Whatnot the other day selling goldbacks, and he was autographing the goldbacks.
Hell yeah!
Oh, come on.
That's what I'm talking about.
I was
That's what
actually
I'm
turned
talking
off by it. I was like, dude, don't autograph my goldback. You're not that important.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
If you guys ever want good content on Goldbacks, Silver State just came out with another one, and I haven't watched it yet, but he came out on it with another one on Goldbacks.
Oh, did he? I've been
Another
watching
video.
his shipwreck stuff. I saw the first episode of the shipwreck series. That was great because it was I related to it. It's about my hometown area, so it was really good.
Yeah, he's been putting out some cool stuff, cool stories and everything.
I don't know. Call me a Pollyanna, but I believe in fans. I'm a fan myself, and I think that's cool, man. The coin guy, right on. Why not, man? I mean, yeah, of course, it's not for everybody, but there are some people out there that might really like that, man. I think
Oh,
it's.
I'm sure there are. I was really just breaking stones, but the coin guy, I was in his son's shop. I was like maybe 2 weeks ago. Yeah, 3 weeks ago. I'm not sure, but in St. Augustine, he's got a shop called The Vault, and I went in there. I didn't realize it was his shop until I got in there, and we started talking about Spectacular and a couple other YouTube channels, and that's when they said, "Oh, we saw on Whatnot," and I went on their channel and I saw the coin guy on their channel. So that's when I put the two and two together.
Gotcha. Stuart says, "Sign it, BCS. Ugliest Sharpie you got."
Right. Hey, I'll do it if you want me to, but
Hey.
just remember I don't put any value on it. So
I'll tell you what. Well, it's still worth the gold, and you know what? You could send it right back to Goldback if you really wanted to, and they would send you a fresh one. I swear,
just
I'm
tell
not
them they
kidding.
had
Ask Silver
graffiti
State.
on it.
Silver State, could you please confirm that if I had an autographed average Joe $1 Utah, whatever, or Florida Goldback, that I could send it to them and they would send me a fresh one? I know they will. I know you're going to say, yep. And that's so funny, dude. Stuart, you're hilarious because we all got that Sharpie. You know, that last, it's just crushed down. It's dry, but it's still in the drawer, probably in the drawer with Blue Collar's phones, man.
Yeah, that's this
He
one
said
right
nobody
here.
ever sends him anything. That's funny. Dub C, I don't think you have your
Dub
a
C,
PO box or an address anywhere.
if you give me your address, I'll send you the whole package, buddy. I don't think you're gonna give up your address though.
No, I don't think you wouldn't either.
Hey, Southeast Stacker rolled in. Good to see you. Oh, Southeast says sign the back though. Now that's pretty smart because then you don't jack the art. That's a great idea, Southeast. Yep, sign the back. You're right.
I like it. I like
That's
it.
a done deal. That's where you got to sign them on the back.
All right.
Silver State says, but why would you want to get rid of a BCS signed Goldback?
Who said that?
Well, I
Silver
was just
State.
like, yeah, he's right. I wouldn't do it, but I would just feel maybe a little teensy weensy better knowing that I could.
Yeah, the option is always there.
I'm sure if you were painting Goldbacks, they're not going to look at the back of one of them and go, "Who the hell's Average Joe?"
Right, exactly.
Listen,
gonna be
Average
like-
Joe gets recognized in his local coin shop, so he's a celebrity in Florida.
Oh, big time, big time. You're right. Somebody could be like, "Oh, dude, that's worth double," because it's autographed. I mean,
All
hell
right,
yeah.
all right. It's getting thick in here. Getting pretty thick in here.
Diabolical Debbie says in Spain they passed a law that says people cannot withdraw more than 3,000 with pre-approval. Otherwise, it's a $600 fine. If over 100K, must fill out a form with 72 hours approval. Yeah, we were talking about that before. I think like they can't spend money. That's crazy.
Well, it's similar here. Like if you want 10 grand, it might take a few days.
Yeah. That's why I was saying, if I had a coin shop, I'd probably hook up with a drug dealer and just let him launder his money. If you really need cash, that's where you got to go, right?
Yeah,
Silver State Sacker says I'd slap them for not knowing who Average Joe is, and I'd put that gold back in a frame, dude.
Oh boy, getting deep.
Okay, so what we'll have to do is you'll have to have two of them autographed so that you can have one facing out and one facing back.
There you go.
One framed and one not framed.
Thanks.
No, both of them in the frame, but the art one side and the autograph the other side. But they're both autographed though.
Somebody was actually asking me, and I forgot who. Oh, well, they put it in the chat before about my farting alien, but they never emailed me. I told them I'll take care of them. You won't stand up. Nah, I'm messing with my aliens. Littlefoot says he wants one to melt some down and see if it weighs at the end. There's somebody that actually, Three Tips, I think it was. If you watch his video, he took a bunch of them and actually did that with them. Not melted them down, but he, the way he does his, refines them or whatever, I guess you could call it.
Yeah, somebody did. Who did that?
It was Three Tips.
They just said.
Yeah.
Cazador again.
And it was like Dub C says, and the amount was accurate, but to like do it all was.
I would think the amount
process.
would have to be accurate. According to the front of this bill, this is 1/20th of an ounce of gold. You can feel the weight in there.
And it's funny because I've seen people on, I mean, not to harp on Whatnot, but I've seen people on Whatnot selling 1/100th of an ounce of gold coin. So, I mean, it's a similar thing.
Dude, they sell 1/1000th of an ounce coins, and they're like, "Chat, this has got to be $35." And I'm like, 35,000 an ounce for gold? What did I miss? Is there a war going on somewhere? Did somebody invade?
Stack That Gold and Dub C are not fans of gold backs. Stack That Gold says, and you're still paying like 20 times spot for a gold back.
Nah.
It's not the idea of you're buying the gold as much as you're buying it's just like, it's like a penny. It costs $9 or whatever. It costs 9 times as much to make a penny, but the penny's only worth 1 cent. So, I mean, it's something like that, I guess.
Yeah, but they don't ask you for 9 cents for a penny at the bank.
Right.
So the thing about goldbacks, it's basically double spot, right? But you can trade it back in for that same amount of money. Now, that's the theory. I haven't tried that yet, but according to Silver State, you can. Now, these goldbacks I didn't pay quite that much for because I got them in the aftermarket. And I got
Yeah.
a much better price on them in the aftermarket.
And it's not, it's not for everybody. But you guys get Silver State fired up. It's a he says it's a premium that you don't lose. It's a utility value. It's the same as like your dollar that you put in your pocket if you have it. It's whatever it's got a value to it other than its gold content. That's
Yeah.
what they're trying. They're trying to make that possible.
Yeah, I
It looks
think
like James Diamond has a gold back that is 1/2000th, and that
Yeah,
would be a half a gold back, and only Florida makes those as
that's
of
right.
right now.
That
Yeah,
would
and
be the one half.
he also says they're supposed to go up with the gold standard supposedly. Yeah, they're trying to create
Oh
their
yeah,
own.
they fluctuate daily, the value, just like
Yeah.
gold does, or probably every minute or something. I don't know. It's just like the market and the spot price and all that. It's constantly changing all day long.
Forgot I was at the coin shop today and I was gonna ask them what they wanted for their gold backs, but I forgot to ask. They had some in there. I
Yeah.
think they always have them in there, but I forgot
Oh,
to ask them.
Littlefoot, he says we only need 1,999 more for our first ounce.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's you're not buying them to stack the gold weight.
That
Well,
would be a stack, bro. That would be, God, that's a video I'd like to see, but AI won't do it right. Yeah, like what does a stack of half Florida Goldbacks, 1 ounce, look like? That would be great. See, these are ideas that this Goldbacks should be doing, like making videos like that. I'd watch that. I'd be even more excited about it just because it's, they like marketing, right? But you don't see all these companies. They need to hire people like us, man. It's like, I don't know. Anyways.
Well, it'd sort
I
of be
mean,
negative marketing for them.
You think it would be negative marketing? Yeah.
goldbacks aren't something that you stack. I mean,
Yeah.
it's, you can have some, but you're not going to have thousands of dollars in that. I don't think so, but I mean, Silver State, if I'm wrong, please tell me.
Well, like he said, I think if I remember right, like he bought some a while back for, I don't know, say he bought the 1 unit gold back because they're not dollars, but say he bought like $5 of the 1 unit gold back when it was $3. Well, now the value of them is like $6 or $7 if you sell them back to whatnot. It's sort of the concept of a dime in 1964 would buy you a gallon of gas, and if you sell that dime now, it'll still buy you a gallon of gas. It's that type of
Right.
concept
Yeah,
and that type of thinking.
Yeah,
So
but it's not 20 times premium. It's basically you pay double, I'm pretty sure,
Yes.
of what gold. Like, so a 200 or a 1,000th ounce troy for a 1 unit, like you said, it's not dollars. That's 1,000th ounce. What would that cost you? Let's say it was gold was 3,300. That'd be what, three? Oh man, I can't figure the math out. But anyways, it would be double that. It would be like 6,666 for that ounce.
Well, look, you know what?
Three.
I'm reading the chat, and Silver State says that goldbacks appreciated 140% versus gold at 99% in the last certain number of years, right? But I would say
did a whole video.
my counter argument to that would be that was all premium because gold is gold, right? The gold in there appreciated 99%. The rest of it is all pure premium. So I don't think that's a good thing. Right?
And it all goes back to the whole thing of it's only worth what somebody's going to pay you for it anyway.
And that's why I said, get them in the aftermarket. You're going to get them cheaper. Go to a coin shop that's got a stack of them like I did a couple of weeks back and clean them out.
Right, if you can get a good deal on them, buy a bunch. And boy, Stacker Staker, dividend maker, he says they are not to stack but to transact, and that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, it's not. It's like cash. It's not a really good idea to stack cash. I mean, you got to put it into something because it's losing value by being cash itself.
Yeah.
right? And yeah, I mean, sitting in the bank, well, that's not a great place. So you just figure, it takes 3 days to get 10 grand out, or it's like, yeah, they don't want us having a lot of cash. And I think gold backs are like, it's a type of currency, it's I guess you call it a competing currency, somewhat, barely. I don't know, maybe someday, but yeah, I think we should have alternate currencies. We don't. Why do we have to rely on the government to provide us a currency? Well, why? I mean,
We don't
we're
really.
just all lazy
We
and we
don't.
can't figure out how to.
We
We're
don't.
all so lazy we can't figure out how to trade back and forth. There was something that's, I don't know. I mean, I think there should be many. Well, I guess there's like Bitcoin now. There's I guess we're starting to get it slowly, and a lot of states are actually legalizing gold and silver as currency. So that's a really good direction they're headed, and yeah, I think things are changing. I don't know if it's fast enough or it should have started like 100 years ago, whatever. But
now Bitcoin is a totally different subject, right? Bitcoin has no intrinsic value whatsoever.
But you can pay for things. You can buy stuff with it, right? Like,
well, I get it. It's a placeholder for U.S. dollars or whatever currency you operate in.
I mean,
But
if I
who's
had
to
some
say that
Bitcoin, I could probably go
can't
on
to zero?
Amazon. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was saying, who's to say Bitcoin can't go to zero?
Oh, yeah.
Someday-
No, the gamble's crazy.
Someday this copper Bitcoin round might be worth more than one Bitcoin.
Yeah, maybe.
Bitcoin has become 100% what it was. The flip side of what it was actually created for. It was created so they couldn't be traced and this and that. Now you can trace your crypto transactions more than anything in the world.
Yeah. Silver Sleuth and Dub C say, I'm assuming you're talking about goldbacks, saying it's not a currency. And I agree with that. I think it's more of a value placeholder. But think about it, right? If you had an emergency fund, like a 6-month emergency fund, right? And let's say you had 25 grand in cash in the bank, liquid cash, right? If you put that 25 grand in goldbacks with a debit card attached to it, the value of those goldbacks, as long as gold keeps going up, because our currency keeps going down, right? That money is going to hold. It's going to hold inflation or better.
Yeah,
that's where I see a good use for it.
I really like the idea of having, like, imagine if we all used goldbacks or something like that. Whatever that you actually have, and you can have silver ones too. I'm sure. I mean, Silver Dragons made one. I got one hanging on my wall, but. I don't think that's very cost effective for silver. Maybe someday it could be. I don't know. But yeah, it is very official looking. And could you imagine just having like gold on you in your wallet? Like, that's a good feeling. And that's not such a novel idea, because weren't we having silver in our pockets in 1964? I'm sure maybe a couple years after that, some silver's still in there when they started making the new crap. But and then when did currency come in place? And how long were people using gold, like pre-33 gold? I guess that was it. Pre-33, we were actually using gold to buy shit with, right? I mean, somebody probably bought cars with pre-33 gold, I'll bet. And so it's well, yeah, well, I want to have metal for my money. I think that's a great way to do it, man.
Yeah, Diabolical Debbie says, if you sold your house, would you take Bitcoin or gold? Me, I'd take gold.
I'd take gold.
In fact, I had a real estate agent call me about, I don't know, it was, I guess, a year ago, and said, would you be interested in selling your house? I said, absolutely. 400 ounces of gold and it's yours.
There you go.
He didn't take me up on it, of course, but he asked me, why do you want gold? I said, I like gold. I trust gold more than currency.
Yeah.
She also says Florida legalized gold, no capital gains tax.
Oh,
you were talking about that, right? Blue collar. You were because you're in Florida, so you were following that all a little bit, right?
Well, Florida, don't give Florida too much credit, because they still charge sales tax on metals that aren't currency of the United States, right? Unless you go over $500. So you got to go into a store and spend $500 in order to avoid the sales tax. If you're buying like stuff like this, like silver, vintage silver, or even 1/10 ounce gold. You could buy. You got to
Silver
buy.
Sleuth says, if and when a state were to accept goldbacks for tax payments, I will consider giving goldbacks a second thought.
That, I
Yeah,
mean, that's,
why
he's got a
not?
good point there. Yeah.
I should be doable. I don't see why that wouldn't. And yeah, you'd have to go down to the office. It's not like writing a check.
Yeah, you don't even write a check to them anymore. And they don't write you a check anymore. It's all electronic.
Yeah, just zing and tap your account and whatever.
Yeah, the cool thing, like I said about the goldbacks, is that you can vault them and attach a debit card to them, so that it's basically just money sitting there in gold, so to speak, that will hold inflation or better inflation, and you can spend it with a debit card. You can't get any easier than that.
Yeah, and that's what Silver State says. There is a story of a guy who just used his gold back stored in his UPMA account, whatever United Precious Metals account, I think it's called or something.
Association.
Association. He spent 650 goldbacks on a family emergency over on Reddit. He shared his story. So I mean, yeah, I mean, there's it's I guess it would be instead of having to go to the coin shop and sell your gold, you can just do it that way, I guess.
Absolutely, yeah. Be a lot more liquid. I mean, you could go to the gas station. You could do whatever you want. You could do anything with a debit card.
Yeah.
You can even go to the Coke dealer with a debit card nowadays.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, you
They
just
take
sell it
Square.
to 'em. How would you know, blue collar?
I got friends.
I just said the
I got
same
friends
thing.
in the business. She said the same thing. She's like, "How would you know?"
Stacker
I
Staker
watched
Dividend
the
Maker says you also earn for stacking them. Yeah, I think there's like there's some way to earn back on it too, I think. Something weird.
Yeah, there's you lease them. There's a leasing program. Silver State would definitely. Maybe we can bring him on stage for a second and have him explain it.
He
I don't know.
was supposed to be the guest of the evening, but I think he's probably running around doing stuff and chatting at the same time. I know he was
Oh,
busy and said
okay.
he'd be on later, so
Gotcha. I had the feeling a little bit ago. I was like, I wonder. Yeah.
you
You know,
wonder.
he's pretty good at holding a secret because I was texting with him for a while this morning, and he never mentioned it to me.
I see.
So he's definitely good at holding a secret.
Yeah, I know he
Silver
said
Sleuth says he just found a heart surgeon that'll take goldbacks for his fee. And you know what? You could actually uh, look up on the goldback.com. It'll tell you, you can put your zip code in. It'll tell you all the people in your vicinity that will accept them. And they usually have a sticker on their door too.
And
yeah.
I would say if you vault them with UPMA, anybody will take them because you just have it. You just use your debit card.
Yeah.
It's not that difficult,
All right.
you know. And believe me, I'm not a super proponent of them. I know that they're probably overpriced, and they got to work out the premium. Maybe a little bit lower, a little bit more reasonable, like maybe 50% premium. But I could definitely see a use case for them, but not bringing them to the 7-Eleven. I don't think that's ever going to work.
Littlefoot says the cops in his town will take them.
Yeah,
Yeah, I saw that. Stack That Gold says, are there ladies of the evening in Vegas who take goldbacks for their services? I bet they would. The ladies of the evening out here will take about anything.
they're smarter than the average bear. I'll tell you that.
Dub C, thanks for being in here, man. I was just going to send you the invite. You said you would be on.
Hey, Stack That Gold. Let's just say that they'll take them out of your wallet. I don't know if that'll be payment for their services or not, but they'll be gone, bro.
Yeah.
You'll wake up in a bathtub full of ice with no liver.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's for sure. They are ruthless out here.
Yeah, and they're everywhere too, man. That's like I was sitting at a bar at one of the hotels, backing up to Las Vegas Boulevard, and I'm sitting there and we're just talking, me and my cousin, and this girl was on the other side of us, and she's, just bullshitting about her kids, her family, and blah blah blah. And he turns over to me and he goes, "Dude, she's a hooker." I was like, "What? She looks like a mom." He's like, "No, she's a hooker. Trust me." I was like, they're everywhere, dude.
They are everywhere, and they look like everywhere you could look. They have different looks.
Yeah, a lot of hookers are moms, though, right? I mean, they gotta
Yeah.
take care of their kids somehow.
That's what Silver Sleuth just said. Some hookers are moms.
Absolutely, yeah, yeah.
For sure.
3D
Yeah, so
Woodworks, thanks for stopping in. FG
We
says
did.
his goldbacks are in the UPMA, are in a lease. They gain value with gold going up, and I earn interest in more goldbacks.
Wait, who said that? Oh,
FG.
FG.
FG might take goldbacks in payment for pores. What do you think about that one?
Yeah, maybe. You know, I should have thought of that because I sent him silver coins.
Yeah. See, you
I could have sent him goldbacks.
sent him goldbacks.
No, he didn't ask for goldbacks. He can't melt them down and make something else out of it. He's like, send me your rattiest shit though. Send me like milk spots, beat up stuff. I sent him brand new Sunshine Mint rounds. They shine. They were perfect.
Littlefoot says, my job moved me from a lifetime or saved me from a lifetime of being a gigolo. And man, Littlefoot, I feel you on that one. You know, when I was a young man, I thought about that, you know, heading down that career path, but I didn't spend enough time at the yacht club, man. I didn't find the right ladies, you know.
Diabolical Debbie, thank you for stopping in. I believe you're new and glad you could be in here to hang out with us. She does content on um focuses on ghost, poltergeist, and horror content.
Oh, interesting.
Very interesting.
Oh, you know what? I think I have seen her before. I don't.
Oh,
She's got
dang.
more stuff.
She's
I'm
got a
looking at
meeting
it
with
right
the devil. Holy crap. What's going on,
Yeah.
Diabolical Debbie?
Well, I'm gonna drop her link in there just in case you guys want to go check her out. She's got 938 subs right now, so
Dude, I was gonna subscribe to her, but I'm afraid I might get like hit by the occult tonight. I'm just
oh
looking at
man,
her
I don't
channel
know.
right now, and I'm like, whoa.
Bring your own Ouija board.
There are. She's got a Ouija board video up there, right in front and
Oh,
center.
there you go. I knew it.
Oh, I'm
They're
watching
all
like her
Ouija boards.
thumbnails in there. They're giving me. I'm watching like you know how it shows like a little clip and it give me goosebumps.
Oh,
Damn.
shit.
Oof. I
Oof.
messed with the Ouija board once. I don't know if it was my cousin's moving it or not, but that thing was freaking moving, man.
Yeah, my mother had one back in the day, and we used to mess around with it, and it felt like it was moving, but who knows, you know?
When
Yeah,
we were kids, my sisters and I and our friends, we would do it. And, dude, it's real. It is way real.
it's
Yeah.
it's it's weird.
No,
So
I've got
we
a.
were like making pacts. Like, you swear you're not moving it. I swear I'm not moving it. Are you sure you're not moving it? You know, it's just like, no, that's a portal, bro.
yeah, I don't know. That shit creeps me out, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I've got a lot of people in my life that have passed over to the other side, if you will. And I can't say that I've ever even had a feeling that one of them was trying to contact me. Maybe I'm just a dick. I don't know.
They didn't want
Maybe
anything
nobody
to do
likes
with
me.
you.
Even from the other side, they think I'm a shitbag.
I kind
Silver
of think
State.
it's just like you get like a spirit from the vicinity you're in, kind of thing. I don't know. I don't know much about it, but yeah, it was always like, because we'd ask that, like, who are you? What's your name? How old are you? You know, and it would just always be random weird stuff and like names we'd never heard and stuff like that. And yeah, I think I don't know. That's weird to talk about. This is Monday Night Metals, though, huh?
Silver
Yeah.
State said he tried to burn a Ouija board once and it shot a flame up 10 feet.
Dude, now you got balls, dude. That I would
Wow.
no, I would not try. No,
Oof.
no,
Yeah, you're messing
no,
with the dark side there, I guess.
dude. That's ooh.
Man, it's giving me goosebumps talking about that shit. 49 says he's definitely felt his brother's presence. I mean, that's a good thing. And in a good way, that's a good thing.
Yeah. No, it
Oh,
is a good
I've
thing. And
definitely
I
felt
envy that
presence of
actually.
people that I've lost for sure. Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah,
Yes,
no,
sir.
I envy the people that are able to feel that because I wish I could.
Mm. Yeah.
I've lost a lot of close people in my life, and you know,
Yeah.
it sucks to have to figure. It's like one of the reasons I try to believe that there's an afterlife, and I try to have faith in that, because I want to talk to some of these people and, find out what they were thinking,
Yeah. I think we'll all get the chance when we go.
Let's hope so.
Yeah, exactly. Let's hope so, bro. Yeah, I need to be close to my descendants. Absolutely.
Yeah. See, that's the thing about faith, though. If you have faith, you take that with you when you die, right? Whether it's real or not, if you still believe it, it gives you comfort in death. You
Yeah,
know what I
I think
mean?
it's probably about
Yeah.
all we take, or just like our experiences that are things that we hold in our heart, our minds, our mind of hearts, whatever you want to call it. Our souls, that deep stuff. That's all that goes with our energy when it leaves these bodies. I believe, anyways.
Fortnite says just talk to them. You might be surprised what you hear back. Oof.
But then I hear that like when if you do believe in reincarnation and you do come back, that you forget everything that you had in your previous life because you have to start over and like it's a new journey. And yeah, but then some people like get little glimpses into their past lives, and that's where all this paranormal stuff kind of comes. But yeah, that's wild. When I was a kid in the library at school, oh my gosh, I read everything about paranormal activity. I went into all of it, of course, vampires, werewolves, witches, everything, man. I just scoured for every reading material I could find, and I was super into it, man. But later in life, I never really dabbled in any of that stuff. We were kids, like I said, played Ouija board. Yeah, that's about it.
So Littlefoot says when I try to talk to him, they bring up money I used to owe them.
Well,
Dude,
better that than money they owed you, because you probably killed them for the money.
oh
Yeah.
jeez, come on.
Silver State, I gave you the link if you want to hop on. I don't know if you're busy or if you're what you're doing, but if you want to hop on it, and if the link doesn't work, let me know. Giancarlo says y'all better wait up there for me at the silver VIP section up in heaven.
Nice.
I,
And
th- I think
I don't know if I'll make it to the. Uh, hope I make it that way.
See, you don't even like talking about it.
Silver
I'm
State says he must be Hindu because he's I get reincarnated as a bug on another planet, man.
Well, Silver State, he's lucky because he's a man of faith, right? So he's got a little advantage over every one of us if we're not completely committed to the life.
I think you become an alien when you die. What about that one? What do you guys think about that?
Maybe
Oh
we
well,
already are aliens.
I think you can come back as any life form anywhere.
I want to come
Yeah.
back as a dog. Well, I don't know. Some dogs have it good, some don't.
Yeah, you're right. Dog's life. Yeah, sometimes it ain't so great.
My
My dog
dog sleeps
freaking live a
24 hours a
dream.
day right now.
My dogs live a dream. Anytime I grab my car keys, they're going with me.
Yeah.
Mm.
Some dogs don't have it so lucky. Some dogs in Korea get eaten.
Some dogs in the States too, right? According to Trump.
They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats.
Littlefoot
Yeah,
says, in all seriousness, if you guys stay ready, you don't have to get ready. Yeah.
That's true. That is true.
Stack That Gold says usually after about 5 year old, kids forget their past lives or previous lives, and yeah, I've heard that too. And like, wasn't there like the Dalai Lama was like, or something, a story like that in India where someone yeah, there's like I think it was a little girl that passed away. She came back in another village, reincarnated. Well, they think because she explained all. They're like, "Where's my mom? My mom's name is this. Where's my brother, my sister, and how come our village looks different?" And all this kind of stuff. As she grew up, she could start talking. She's asking this stuff, very young, probably 2, 3 years old, whatever. And yeah, she actually they ran into the people, like they found them like in the next village over and stuff. So like that, how does that happen? And then I heard this other story where there's this kid. Yeah, he liked submarines when he was a little boy. He would always want submarines around. and he would actually play in the bathtub, and his mom would be there with him, and he would just talk about like Admiral this and Captain that, and all these names that were coming out. And they're like, "It's really weird. Where'd you get that name?" Where oh, well, that's him. And like, what do you mean that's him? And well, he's the sergeant at arms or whatever. I don't really know military stuff, but anyway, and they're like, so they got interested and they looked it up, and this is actually World War II people that were on a sub that this kid was talking about, and he was like a person that was reincarnated for being on the crew of that sub. So it's like there's pretty amazing stories out there like that, man.
Well, I got one that's very, very close to home. Actually, my mother used to tell a story about my little brother. He was talking to her one day about some crazy stuff. And she's like, "What are you talking about? Where did you get that from?" He goes, "That's from when I was an old man and I burned in the fire."
Oh,
And he was literally like 18 months old.
oh my God. So yeah, I really have started leaning towards believing in reincarnation, man. It's
Interesting.
Yeah.
Littlefoot says he wants to come back as a banana seat in the 1970s.
As long as you got a sissy bar, I'm all for it, man.
Yeah, you might not want to come back as a different one. Yeah, I don't know. Stacker Staker Dividend Maker says 1 time is enough for me.
49 says, I feel like whoever I was in my past life was annoying as fuck.
Yeah, I was just gonna read that.
I feel like that's the current life for me.
That's me too, man. That was it. I'm right here, right now. Oh shit.
Sometimes I think, like, when you're reincarnated, if you do good things, you get a better station in life, right? And
well, that's the theory, I think. Yeah, that's what the Hindus believe.
Who did I screw over in my last life?
Exactly. Yeah. What's holding you back from the next step up?
Right.
Yeah, you got to relearn some dumb shit you did. You got to do it over, but you got to do it right.
Yeah.
We got Silver State in the house. What's up, brother?
What's up, y'all?
Hey, what's going on?
Dude.
This was too good to pass up, man. This is getting deep. I love it.
Okay.
We haven't talked about precious metals on our channel in probably months.
And
what are you talking about? We talked about goldbacks, Sioux currency, buffaloes, copper. We're talking about all kinds of shit.
You know what? We're not too far from talking about mummification, and we did that 2 days ago, Saturday morning.
Yeah.
Our content's probably 30% metals and 70% everything else.
We'll call it life.
We just got a little bit for everybody.
We're at least 40%. We got to be at least 40%, or we can't call us like silver stackers, man. Come on now.
Hey, they have 35% nickels.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Hey, you got 10% silver out of Mexico.
Yeah. That's weird. I think anything less than 90% is weird. Actually, I think 90% is weird, but I guess not, because they've got to make it stronger so that it will survive and not get all worn down real fast and all that. But yeah, not below 90. I can't see buying silver that doesn't have at least 90% in there. I cannot. I don't even buy 90% silver. I just don't.
Well, I got to be honest. I'll go down to 72% for the Mexican stuff. Why not? It's good stuff.
Yeah, but you're getting like below melt and stuff, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, listen, you can buy 72%. You're buying the actual silver weight. You're not buying the copper that's in there.
True.
You're getting the copper for free.
What's up with y'all not liking 90%, man? That's like some of my favorite stuff, man.
I love
right
90%.
up there with goldbacks.
I'm a 90% man. You know that.
I do. Vegas and LBS, man, they're not 90% guys. What's going on?
Yeah, they are. They just don't know.
I'm not against it.
Listen,
I'm not against it. I think it's cool. I love all the coins, especially the American coins. They're really the only 90% I know, I think. But
I'm a purist.
I know it's they have it all over the world. Pretty much every country's probably got it pretty close to 90% or 83%, whatever. But if I go into the coin shop, I'm not gonna be buying 90% silver, man. I'm just not. I'm sorry. I got to have the pure, man. I'll cut it myself.
So you buy 90% at what, 23 times face?
Yeah, that's
Well,
crazy.
I would rather just buy 3 9s or 4 9s silver. I don't know.
Yeah, but where are you going to find 1922 3 9s 4 9 silver?
You're not. You're gonna find it 90%er on
Yeah,
whatnot at
Yeah,
average Joe.
that's definitely like for the numismatist. You know what I mean? People that are into they're coin collectors. I don't get me wrong. I've been a coin collector since I was a kid. Mostly American. I do have coins from all over the world, places I've been. I love to pick up coins from wherever I go. Those are the best coins to have. But man, I just I don't know. If I got the extra money, I'm not going to buy a Kennedy half dollar. I'm just not. Even though I was born on the same day as Kennedy, and I've always thought he was one of the best presidents we had. And I don't know, man. I don't have it in me to spend money on American coins, which is basically all the 90% I know, in lieu of buying some really cool freaking vintage bar. 1 ounce made by Mother Lode or some shit. Like, or a Wicked Buffalo like you picked up today. Like something different, something that's different. I'm tired of like American money. I'm tired of even looking at it, thinking about it, all that shit.
something
I'm not
different.
against 90%. It's just something that I don't search out for, I guess.
See, I go
Well,
right into the coin shop and I look at the fine stuff and I'm like, yeah, I don't want to pay these premiums. And I'm like, how much are the peace dollars? How much are the Morgans? And then I work my way down there. I got to tell you, probably the last 2 months or so, I haven't really bought anything but 90%, man. I just been freaking, I mean, I love it. I love the weight of it. I love the amount of it. I can't see what there's not to love about it. It's just beautiful.
What are you paying for a Morgan or a peace dollar, if you don't mind me asking?
They're about well, it depends where you go, but over at Archangel, if Roman is there, he'll hook me up. He'll give me like 29 for a Morgan, 28 for a piece, but if there's nobody there, they're about $30 a pop right now for Coles.
That's not bad then.
That's not
No.
bad at all, actually. And I do like the peace dollars a lot. The Morgan dollars are great, and that's like the only ones I really like would actually buy. And of course, well, Silver Eagles they're all the way 3 9s, but yeah, man, that's not actually a very bad price for peace dollars. And why are the peace dollars a dollar less than the Morgans?
Because
Because
the
they're
Morgans hold a little bit of numismatic value. People
oh,
tend to collect them more and desire them more than the peace dollars do. That's
and they're
it.
older, right? Obviously, every
They're
Morgan
older.
dollar is older than every peace dollar.
Yeah, because I think what the Morgans ended in 21, I think. Was it 21? And then
yeah,
the
21.
peace dollars picked up
And
from there.
Yep.
21, right back. Yeah, there that year there was both in circulation or being made, I guess, being minted.
Yeah, there were. Yeah.
I got to
Was it
tell you
the
though, I might be going on a little Morgan kick, man. BCS has been rubbing off on me with all his Morgans. I'm light on Morgans. I got a lot more peace dollars than I do Morgans, and but I will tell you that the first piece of silver that I ever got in my life was a Morgan dollar, and that's because that's my family's name. My family's last name is Morgan, and so I got a Morgan. Didn't even know what I was getting. I was probably, gosh, nine or so at that time, and that was my first piece of silver.
Right on. You know what? Littlefoot put it very well, and this just hit me hard, dude. Thank you, Littlefoot. And what Silver State is saying as well, they don't make any more 90%. They'll always make more 999, dude. That hits hard. You're right. And I was just starting to think about the history, like when I do hold my Morgans, and the only peace dollar I have, I picked up with Silver State. He and I bought. We were standing next to each other, and we picked up two that were sitting next to each other in the case. That was awesome, dude. But yeah, you're right. It does feel different to hold on to one of those compared to a modern piece of silver world bullion. That's for sure.
Well, I would say this though, they do make more 90%. US Mint puts it out every year. But
Was that the proof stuff,
yeah,
or
like modern stuff like this, it's all 90%. When I say
Yeah,
Yeah,
I see
modern,
it.
Aren't the states you can get like the proof states are
Yeah, the
90%?
proof quarters are all 90%.
They're just
Proof,
not
yeah.
meant. They're just not meant for circulation. But
Not
I'm
at
sure
all, right?
there's.
Yeah.
I'm sure some turn up in circulation.
Oh
Right.
yeah, I'd imagine.
What does Deb C call it? It's oh man. Well, it's escaping me what the term is, but it's not intended for circulation.
Non-governmental legal tender or not?
Yes, legal tender.
Is it
Non-circulating legal tender.
non-circulated? That's NCLT or something. Yeah.
NCLT, correct.
I mean, that's technically the same thing as the Silver Eagles, right? I mean, even though they're fine silver, they're not intended for circulation, but it is actually $1 face value.
Yeah,
True.
you could get
Yeah, good
if
point.
you take it to the bank, they'll give you $1 for it. I promise you. I promise you they will. It's worth 40, but here's $1. Thank you. Have a great day.
I mean, that's the same with your kookaburras and your maple leafs and all that stuff too, though.
Yeah, I do
Right.
yeah, and that did pop into my head, Vegas. Exactly, the kookaburras, like, because they've been around for like 32 years now, and those are so yeah, they're not going to make any more of those either. You know what I mean? So it is cool to have older. I like older stuff. I guess I just haven't got into the really old stuff, like like starting to pick up a whole bunch of Morgans and peace dollars, and I have a few pieces here and there, like quarters and $50 and barber quarters, stuff like that, older pieces, but they're not in that great shape. And I don't know, I don't have the drive to like build that collection for some reason. I don't know.
It's so cheap, man, and really, and for all you guys out there, I mean, BCS knows all about this. The easiest way to get your 90% stack going is, okay, so you go and buy you a silver round that is, what is it, 33 bucks right now, somewhere around there, and you hand them 40, right? Or you hand them 35, and you just tell the coin shop owner, hey man, I prefer to get paid back in silver. Can you shoot me back the change in 90% silver? And bam, that's how you get started. And before you know it, man, you got a nice little collection of 90% going.
Yeah, and they're happy to do it too. They actually think it's pretty unique to do that.
I don't know why people don't do that, man.
That's a great idea. I actually did it one time and only one time, and I should do it every time. You're right. It's a great way.
Yeah,
I think Las Vegas Coin actually has like, I could be wrong, but I think they have like a thing by their counter of like dimes and stuff, and I think they use it for that.
Yeah. Well, I did it today when I bought those buffaloes. The buffaloes in the what do you call it was the 125 bucks. I gave them 130 and I got 5 grammars back. Now you think the 5 grams for representing $5 is below melt. So that just gives you a better price on what you just bought.
you're lowering your cost average right there by doing that.
And it's quite a bit too. When you figure it out, when you do the math, like 130 bucks divided by whatever the weight was that I got, you're actually lowering your cost quite a bit.
Yeah. And I'll tell you a secret too. I've done that many times where like I was like $2 off or something like that. And I'm just like, why don't you just throw in a dime and we'll call it good? And bro, they'll just throw you a silver dime, which is, pretty close to $3 right now, depending on where silver's at. I mean, you got an extra $1 worth of silver right there. It's just, it just makes sense to me.
Yeah,
Hey, not to change the subject on you guys, but real quick, I noticed 3D Woodworks, 842, about 6 minutes ago. He put in where did it go? Oh, I love the 90%. It makes great rings, and yeah, he does. He makes really cool freaking rings out of the coins. Amazing stuff. That I definitely want. I actually have a piece my dad gave me. He got from his brother who passed away, and it's a pin, and it's a $50. It's really cool, and it's like bent and made into like a lapel pin kind of thing. But I wanted to shout out real quick. He did a video today. 3D Woodworks did. I don't know if you guys saw it, but he actually printed a sluice, a plastic printed sluice, and I think it came in like 9 or 10 pieces. it all snaps together. It looks like it snaps together so good. It's kind of crazy, probably hard to pull apart, but still, it's all these pieces that turn into a sluice. He actually ran it in the video, and he didn't have any pay dirt. He was just kind of his shop cleanings on his table from pouring silver, all the little beads and little. I don't know if you guys know, but silver turns into little tiny balls when you spill it. But anyways, yeah. So he cleaned up with that in his sluice, and man, talk about amazing. You guys should check it out. I recommend you watch that 3D Works video about the sluice he printed. And Nick, especially, I mean, Vegas, especially you, man. It's amazing what you can do with those things, dude. It's blowing my mind.
I've been
Yeah,
putting it.
3D Woodworks also says he carries a raw Morgan in his pocket every day. And,
Right on.
I do now too.
huh?
I also carry one in my pocket now too. The one I
Yeah.
got from you, the 1879.
That's
I can-
awesome.
I can relate. I carry these around every day wherever I go. It's like having, 55, 60 bucks in your pocket.
Pretty cool.
Right.
The whole thing with the getting silver back in change, that was the first time I saw somebody talk about that and give me that idea. It was from Stateside Stacker.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't seen him do content in forever, but he was always did great content. And I don't know what happened to him, but
Are you modeling your channel after his now, or?
yeah, by not doing any content, yeah.
Yeah, I
So
remember
OBS
Stateside.
OBS dropped out. I had to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what you guys are doing. Yeah, I remember Stateside. Yeah, he hasn't made content in a while though, huh?
Is this him? Yeah, I don't know what happened. He had it going too for quite a while.
The burnout is real, man. You gotta pace yourself, and I don't know, man. The burnout is real.
Oh, I
Make-
know. That's why I haven't done content lately. He
Well, I
hasn't
hope
done it in 7 months. I gotta reach out to him. I had his email and everything.
Well,
I know
hopefully he
you
gets
know.
back to it, and hopefully you get back to it too, Vegas, man. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
I
reach
just
out and say hello to him. Just see how he's doing. It's probably make you feel good that somebody cares. Heck yeah.
with me doing content, like I don't know, I just didn't want to put out like repetitive stuff, and I was like brain fog on what else to put out. And I don't know.
Well, look
I'll
at
get
me,
back to it
man.
eventually.
I'm
And
the
like,
same. I'm the same way, bro. I don't want to keep putting out repetitive stuff and stuff that other people. So I'm like, what the hell can I do? You know what? I love history. I'm just gonna put out history videos, whether people watch them or not. I like it, and I enjoy doing it. And I mean, you know what I mean? Just find what you love and do it.
Yeah, man, I really enjoyed that last one about the pirate shipwreck, all that. Holy crap, that's the kind of stuff I like.
you've been putting out some great content, man. Great.
Yeah, real
You've
good
you've
stuff.
you've found a niche and you've run with it. It's good, man.
Yeah, but no, I mean nobody really watches them. I mean, to be honest with you, I mean my you guys and a few people, but I mean nobody really watches them. But it's not even about that, man. It's like that's what I enjoy doing, and I'm putting out stuff that I like.
Yeah,
Like I said, you can either make stuff that you like, and maybe you'll never get monetized and make all kinds of money, but you enjoy doing what you're doing, or you can do what people want to hear, which is obviously silver's going to the moon and the world's ending tomorrow, and you'll be famous and make all kinds of money.
yeah. I hear Silver Slayer's back, and I think we still haven't ran out of silver yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, Stacker Factor put out a video about that today. A little short.
Because if we run out of silver, then Silver Slayer and all of us run out of content.
I actually had a video made about silver shortage, and I just
Silver
never
Slayer said it. That's
I
funny.
never got back to editing it. And then I got to like thinking about it, and I'm like, man, I wanted to put this in there, I wanted to put that in there, and I was gonna redo it, and I just never redid it. And I wish I would have, because that would have put me over the 4,000 hours, and now I keep losing hours every day. But
Yeah, but don't you make hours for your lives? Like when you guys put the lives up, don't you get hours from that?
Yeah, but
Just
it's
not enough to keep up.
now that I've passed my 1 year, it hasn't really been enough to keep up with what's dropping off. And actually, Chris in Virginia was watching some of my older content today, I think, because I kept getting comments. He was making comments on my older stuff, and he said I had enthusiasm back then, and that sort of hit me too because I think I sort of lost like that newness and that enthusiasm in my newer videos, and I think that's sort of why I just quit putting out the content because I didn't want to put out stuff that was boring to me. Like when I was
Uninspired.
editing, when I was doing the editing and stuff, and I'm like, I'm trying to edit a video and it's putting me to sleep. I'm like, what am I doing? I'm like, this ain't good.
Yeah.
No, but dude, that could be the fact that you don't sleep enough. You
Oh yeah,
literally
that
don't
could
sleep
be.
enough.
That could be.
Silver Sleuth, he always has great comments, man. He has it says thought. Perhaps these videos that we post with our thoughts and ideas will be retrieved off of some dinosaur laptop hundreds of years from now.
He's probably
Yeah, dude.
right, man.
We'll be
true.
like a religion. We'll all be gods.
Right. We'll be like the Egyptians of the day, right?
Be like chariots of the gods, man.
We're like,
Look at
those
Carlos
guys
just
actually stack silver. I mean, they'll be stacking Bitcoin in the future and be like, those guys were so ancient. They had physical silver. Can you imagine?
right.
The year 2794. Blue collar stack.
Yeah, who's this blue
Like
collar?
that Planet of the Apes movie with the the missile down on the ground and all that shit.
Yeah, Chris in Virginia, he commented today and he said his comments have disappeared from all the old videos he watched.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so he was going back through like some of my old stuff and Blue Collar actually watched one of my old videos and I was cracking up. I was like, "You watched that one?" I'm like, "It was so bad."
Well,
But
I told you the reason I watched it was because Chris commented, but when he commented under my comment from a year ago, and I got notified, so I went back there and watched it again.
yeah.
Yeah, well, the only way I know that could happen, what Chris is describing, he said, "Well, yeah, and all my comments disappeared from the old stuff and the new stuff," is if like I experienced it with my channel that I lost. Every comment I ever left is gone.
That's
So
what
I don't know
hurts
how
me
that
the
could
worst
happen
about you, man, is that we lost
because
all that history and all that footage. I mean, it's just devastating, man.
yeah, it sucks, man. It still sucks, but yeah.
I still don't know how YouTube lost all that.
Well, it wasn't YouTube; it was Google. Oh, I
Yeah.
don't know. Like, yeah, like does YouTube have it somewhere? I have no
They
Yeah, I
gotta
imagine
have it
they
like
have to have it
backed
somewhere.
up on a server somewhere. It's got to be like
idea. I could probably find like a forensic computer expert or something. I don't know.
it's
Well,
right down the street.
if they had any human beings working for them, you could probably actually call support, and they might be able to help you. But you're
Yeah.
talking to bots now.
Yeah.
It's right down the street here in Vegas, right there off of what is it, Warm Springs in Decatur? What's that? You know, the big switch
Oh
factory.
yeah, the
Oh my
red
God, that
freaking
place is
monsters.
huge.
That's where all your
Yeah, talk
videos
about
are.
don't eat your lunch next to that wall. Yeah.
That's like I've seen prisons with less security than that place. That place
Right.
is nuts.
Oh shit.
Supermax.
And it's huge now too.
Now,
Mhm.
isn't that close to where Archangel is?
No.
You said Decatur. I thought Archangel was on Decatur.
South Decatur,
Oh, it's
south
way
of the
way out.
Oh,
215.
it's on the other end. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Decatur runs north south and that's like the south it's the very south end of it.
Archangel is probably like 500 north Decatur or something like that. I think Charleston is 0. And yeah, it's almost it's like the center of town is where Archangel is as far as Decatur. Yeah, Decatur goes way out, both directions, real far.
Gotcha.
OC Stacker, good to see you in here. Silver Sleuth, I appreciate that. Silver Sleuth said my favorite part of Vegas Stacker videos was when towards at the end he'd say, "Fuck it, just buy whatever you want." I mean,
Buy
that's
what
true.
makes you
Though.
happy.
Like, what's
I
that?
like the reading and the research.
T-Bird always liked that too. He's like, "Man, you gotta get back to your sayings in there," and I'm just like, yeah, because that's when I used to do like read the charts and all that bullshit.
You know what though? Maybe what you got to do is just kind of blow it up and just do something different, something new. Go around watching other people's videos and get inspired by them. You know, do something different.
Yeah.
Come up with a challenge.
There you
get
go,
back at
community
it.
challenge.
Yeah, Chris in Virginia, you're right. He says he's been commenting on my videos in Fortnite since the beginning. He actually was the first one, my first follower, I think, is Chris in Virginia. And I think he sent me some good emails. I was going back through his emails, my emails, and I was trying to, I think he was gonna send me a spreadsheet once. And if that was you, Chris in Virginia, can you send me that spreadsheet? I wouldn't mind using it now.
Mm.
But he sent me like a bunch of good emails and stuff. He's always been a good supporter.
Yeah, he says, I've been commenting on your videos and 49's since the beginning. Stuff is gone on his as well as everyone else's. It's a feeling like I'm being erased from YouTube. Man, that made like that Back to the Future photograph pop into my head where, you know, his sisters and brothers are disappearing on the end of the guitar. And it's like, wow, dude, that's not a good feeling, man. That sucks. Well, I wonder what the hell's going on.
Right?
Silver
Hey,
Sleuth, I'd like to
cool.
see that. Silver Sleuth's gonna make a Vegas parody video. I'd love to see that. I'm ready.
I mean, I'd probably been already gone through like paranoia. Like, man, these fuckers don't like me. They're fucking deleting my comments. What's going on? You know, like,
actually, no, 49's, you had just mentioned him. He should do a couple of like clinic videos because he's killing it.
He is killing it. That's hard though, man. He puts out 3 videos a week. That's tough.
I know, but maybe one a month on how to improve your traffic and, you know, something like that. Gain, you know, toward the community.
He's reached out to me and he helped me a lot in the beginning and stuff. He actually, I forgot how we did it, Discord or something, and he was trying to show me how to do better thumbnails and come up with titles. And he's
Yeah.
been he
No,
helped.
49's what I'm talking about, like a clinic. I'm saying like an instructional thing. Like, this is what I did to improve my traffic, and here's how I'm getting 10 to 18,000 views on a video now. You know, this is what you got to do.
It's the arrows. We've already figured it out. It's the arrows.
Oh, I just want a snake.
Oh, nice.
The 1 ounce, actually a 1 ounce.
She's on the back. She's in the background on Whatnot. Was it a Givey
No, it's the
buying?
it's
Surprise.
Kizu.
Oh. Yeah.
Still doing that thing.
Before, I'm sitting there on my phone, right? And I'm getting credit card notifications. I'm getting fucking bank notifications. You just spent $21 on Whatnot. You just spent this on Whatnot. I'm like, bitch, get off my goddamn credit card.
Oops.
Telling you that Whatnot is dangerous, man. Dangerous.
It
She's
is
got my
really
card in
dangerous.
her freaking Whatnot account.
It is really dangerous, and
Work
it's
harder, she
man,
says.
the
Nah, she's right. I don't really care, actually, but it is what it is.
Fortnite says more red arrow, more better. There you go. See,
More red arrows. I'm with you on that. Red arrows, green lettering. I'm trying. You look at my thumbnails lately, but I'm still only getting like, you know, 600-700 views.
I think that was another thing that was just like burning me out on it all too. Like I would edit all this and make it where I thought it was like amazing, edit it, and I thought it was good, you know, and then it's like 40 views, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Sometimes the videos that you think are gonna suck actually blow up, and you're like, "Whoa!"
yeah,
Like
you
that.
just got to keep grinding no matter what, man, because waiting for that perfect idea or theme or topic or whatever. Yeah, the only way you're going to get to that is by making a bunch of crap. I mean, that is just, you got to go through it. And that's how you get better at it. You hone your skills because you're doing, and it'll come together. Definitely, Vegas. Looks like Silver and Cigars rolled in here and he wants to talk rock and roll. He says, LBS, pick your favorite singer: Sebastian Bach, David Coverdale, Kip Winger, Janie Lane, or Tom Kiefer. All right, real quick, let's get that down. Definitely not Kip Winger. Janie Lane, love that dude. Tom Kiefer, oh my God. Come on, that's hard right there. David Coverdale, I like him, but yeah, he was old when I was young. Is he Yeah, no, he was White Snake, awesome. Sebastian Bach, love that dude. I love his attitude. Just don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Out of those three, Sebastian Bach, Jenny Lane, Tom Kiefer, I ain't gonna pick because I love them all. There's your answer.
I think Kip Winger is underrated. There, I said it.
Well, good. It's good to see Kip get some support. I like that.
Yeah. You remember Beavis and Butthead? They used to riff on Winger. Yeah, the nerd kid had a Winger shirt on.
I think that's where my angst still comes from. Yes, that's probably why
Probably.
I don't like Kip Winger. That's probably why, because I'm influenced easily. Sorry.
Dude,
B.
you like
Taylor says he has a whole series coming out. I want to see that. B. Taylor's been putting out good stuff. I like it.
Oh,
Heck
yeah.
yeah. B.
Down
Taylor's
to
great. I
earth,
love
like
watching him, man.
down to earth.
I love his unboxings, man.
Yeah.
Dude, he's done some. He's done some, man.
But he's got to watch that knife. He cut right through my sticker when he opened up my
Oh,
my swag
Yeah.
pack. He was like, cut the top of my head off with that friggin' knife.
nice.
Somebody commented on that once too. They're like, you got to send him a new sticker because he cut your last one.
I already did. I sent him a new one.
Oh man, you could just paste it down. There could be a little line across it. Who cares, man? Some memories are being made, bro.
Yeah. No, I sent him a new one.
Did you autograph the back of it? I hope.
Of course.
There we go. Okay, now we're doing.
I learned from the best.
B, don't feel bad, man. I got it
Me
on
too.
video. I was doing an unboxing, and I thought I'd be slick and throw a Green Bay Packer jersey down on the table so I could show my love for Green Bay. And I cut right through my son's Jordan Love jersey, man.
Oh no.
That hurts.
Yeah.
Oh,
Somebody
well-
commented on that too. They're like, "What a moron!" I'm like, "Yeah, I know."
Get
Thanks.
some green thread, sew it up. It's just a battle scar, man. Because you're gonna wear. Did you guys go yet?
No, we're gonna go this. My son picked the game. I told him nothing later than August because it's just gonna start getting too cold, or nothing later than October. So he wants to go see the Bengals play Green Bay. So we're gonna go to the Bengals at Green Bay, which is
Nice.
cheaper, y'all. Cheaper for me to travel from Vegas, go to Lambeau, watch the game, than it is for me to take my son to a damn Raiders game. It'd be like $700-800 just to take him to a local game. Can you believe
Isn't that
that?
sad?
It's so
Yeah,
stupid.
it's crazy. I
That's
can't
way
lie. I
sad.
used to have your season tickets, and I used to make money with them, and that's why I bought them. But I got rid of them.
How much were you selling them for?
Probably
you don't
like
have to say.
300,
You don't
300
remember.
a piece.
Yeah, but that's like right up to the game, right? Yeah, probably.
And I was in the 400 level, so. But I mean, that was like the first two to 3 years they were out here. So
I'm telling you, man, it's like $750 just to go to the nosebleed section, and it's like I'm not a Raiders fan, and I mean, I don't know, man. It's just a bum deal because they ended up increasing all of our taxes. You remember that was supposed to be privately funded, and then miraculously in the middle of that project, that private money just dried up, and it all got pushed down to the locals.
What year did they
Yeah.
build that stadium?
21. I think it was like 21 was the first season. I think maybe 22.
yeah, somewhere around there.
They were building it through COVID. I know that.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna
it was
say
20 or 21.
maybe that had something to do with it.
Yeah, right.
It could be.
COVID just screwed everything up, man.
Yep. So
Silver State,
LDS.
Silver
LDS,
State,
I
if you
got
ever
a
want to go to
question
any
for you.
games, reach out to me. I still know a couple people with season tickets. If you want to go to like, I don't know, I could probably get you deals on not popular games, maybe.
Shit, bro, I ain't paying that money for. I'd rather sit at home and watch it. We're going to Lambeau for the experience.
Hell yeah, absolutely. I don't blame you.
Yeah. So hey, LBS, I got a question for you.
Sure.
Two of the same bars, right?
Okay.
Why does one have a serial number and the other one doesn't?
One's
What are,
fake.
can you make it larger? Maximize.
I can't.
I can.
Oh, the
Tell me
Engelhard,
exact
right?
serial number. Same
Oh
exact
no, the
bar.
Panama.
Yeah, it's Southeast Refining.
They got the box
Now,
there.
what is the
Like
serial
they
number?
forgot to put it.
1024. Oh, so it is like actual serial number. It's not like those A marks was 103 A, 101, 102. They had like series. No,
Yeah.
that looks like a regular, but the bottom doesn't have it. I don't know why. That's maybe one year they decided to do it, and then they just quit doing it because there is a cartouche. So yeah, I would imagine the first ones came out have numbers, and then after that they're like, why are we putting numbers? I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, but yeah, I was wondering about
Because
that.
if you think about it, serializing a bar is a whole nother expense.
It is, yeah, of course.
You
Is
know,
it some?
so it yeah.
Better put a magnet on it.
No, it's good.
And serial numbers, what do they basically do? It's like a form of somewhat of a tracking, right? You can like write down the serial number of the bar you own, if it was ever recovered, if you ever reported it stolen, I'm guessing. So it does make it a tiny bit more valuable that way, I guess. That's if it's ever located, right? I mean,
Well,
I don't
I was kind of hoping there was like some kind of registry or something, but there
and then
really,
yeah, you'd have to have it in a registry, right? I mean,
yeah, there
because
really
if your
isn't.
name is not attached to it, that you own it, it's like, well, yeah, I don't know. I know the serial numbers are. It's always been kind of a mystery to me why they
Mm.
have them.
I would
Other
be
than
happy with
I
just
know, I
a
know we
date.
do it.
you
Like
know?
if FG pours 1 out of 50, of course, there's only 50. Of course, we could have numbers on those things, but when they're making tens of thousands of things, I mean, some of those got 8 digits in there. It's like what,
Yeah, Stuart wanted to know if they were the same back, and they are.
Sometimes I think it's wow, maybe one's
Some
fake. Maybe have B Taylor check that out real quick. Or B Taylor, you looking at this?
Now they've been on a Sigma.
Nah, I'll just play it.
1981 does not have a serial number.
81.
I'm Googling this right now.
Wow, I'd imagine they probably. Oh wow, that's pretty. That's pretty vintage, right? 81, dang.
Many Southeast refining silver bars, particularly vintage ones, feature serial numbers. This is a key feature that helps verify authenticity and value of the bars, especially for collectors. Some of these bars are very limited minting and have serial numbers, with one example showing a serial number of 152106. These serial numbers can be used to verify the bar's authenticity through online database or by contacting the mint.
Yeah, but I think the Mint is out of business, and that sounds like an AI response.
I think, yeah, it is. AI overview.
Yeah, a lot of times
Um,
those AI responses are shit. Like a lot of times it'll tell you that any vintage round, it'll tell you likely that was made by Hoffman and Hoffman, which it's not Hoffman and Hoffman.
I heard a story where somebody asked AI if their husband was cheating, and it said yes, and he was.
It said likely he is.
That's
Send us your
crazy.
picture and we'll verify.
Yeah. Send us his phone number. We'll do it. We'll check his phone records.
That's funny.
Um, yeah, so according to AI, Google stuff now, and AI just does it for you.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. And a lot of times
Thanks
it's
Ozark
handy.
Buck. He said he's got to run. Thanks for being here.
Good night, Ozark Buck.
BCS, are you keeping your stuff stored up in a vault at this point, or you just got your stuff laying around? Because your stack has grown tremendously, man.
BCS.
Oh, me? You talking
Yeah,
about me?
you always got the nice spread going on. I'm like, how long does it take you to get that stuff out and lay it out? I mean,
This
at this
stays
point,
out 24/7.
yeah, there you go. That's what I was thinking.
The silver, I put the silver away, but all the copper stays out. And I'm probably doing about 4 shows a week on Whatnot now. 3, 4, I don't know.
He goes to rob your house, and they find out the copper. They're like, "Oh shit! I could have robbed
Believe
a
me,
freaking lamppost."
somebody gets 3 steps inside my door, and they're going to be like, somebody beat us to it. This place is ransacked.
I'm just like, geez, man, and like doing one video a week. And at this point, like, I don't want to be showing the same silver over and over again. So I got to start getting in the deep stack. And I'm like, God, this is a freaking chore just getting this shit out.
Yeah, I mean, my biggest problem, like making videos, because I sort of set this up, obviously, for a Whatnot, I got no room to do it. Like, I got to clear out the front so that I can put something down and film it, you know?
Yeah.
But I
See,
mean,
if you don't make videos, you don't have to worry about that problem.
that's true. But
Just
everywhere
get
I
another
look,
table and another piece of black velvet so you don't have to move that stuff all the time.
that's a good point. But I got to have somewhere to put the table. It sounds easier than it looks. But everywhere I look, all over my house, everywhere I look, tubes of copper.
Oh shit!
No
I knew
shit, dude.
you've turned into a warehouse. I knew that was going to happen.
It is.
Woodward says
I
those
got
are
a warehouse.
first world problems.
Yeah, but tubes of copper are cheap. Copper tubes.
I almost bought some of those today.
I like these. You got to be careful of paint chips.
Yeah, I bet it looks like it would.
Yeah,
Oh, they're painted on there.
they are. How
What
about
did, I
some?
did. I did grab a couple today. Where did I put them? Silver State. Have you been to the coin shop on uh what the hell is that? Sahara and Eastern? No, Flamingo and Eastern.
Mm,
NV? Is it? No, that's NV.
yeah, Nevada Coin Mart, but I don't know if that's not off of Flamingo and Eastern.
No, not Nevada Coin Mart. It's like what the hell is the name of it?
It's
Nevada
NV coin, right? NV
Coin
coin.
and Jewelry or something it is.
Yeah, it's on
Did-
Eastern and Flamingo. Well, kind of. It's down. It's further east on Flamingo. It'd be on the south side of the street, and that's the first coin shop I ever bought silver at. My first silver I ever bought, like almost 3 years ago now. Yeah, I don't really like that place. There's also another one, just not too far from Nevada Coin Mart, which is on Flamingo and Jones. It's like the next street up, a little further west, like half a block, quarter of a block. There's another one, same exact owners, same everything, but it's a different location. They have two locations here in town, and yeah, somebody a while back said, "No, they're cool in there," and I'm like, "Yeah, I've been there a few times. They're not cool. They're just not. Their prices are higher than everywhere. All the other coin shops. They're very cold and standoffish. Every piece I asked her what the price was. The lady's like, "Hey, Brad, what's the how much?" And he he looks up like he's pissed off and scratching his head and 40. And I'm like, "Fuck that," I didn't say fuck that, but I'm like, "Oh, I'm good." It's just like over and over. And, of course, I abuse myself a little bit too much, and I'll try again just because that's the kind of guy I am. It's close. I pass it all the time, and every time I go in there, it's just not good, you know?
I went to one over there off of over there by Sunset Station. It's in that Walmart parking lot, and it's like something like that Nevada Coin and Jewelry or something like that. And they
Yeah,
were
you're
they
talking
were all
about
right.
Stephanie and Sunset. That's the corner, Stephanie and Sunset. And those people, first time I went in there, they're like closing up shop an hour early, and they're like, "What do you want?" I'm like, "I want to look at your silver. Like, we put it all away." I'm like, do you know what you want? I'm like, "No, it's silver. I want to see what you have. Never been here before." "Oh, well, it's all put away." It's just like, wow, these people are. Anyways, I got pissed off. I went in again. Of course, like I said, I always go back just to try again. I give people the benefit of the doubt, and it was a very nice experience. I actually picked up a couple of pieces. I talked to the owner, but so it's hit and miss. I guess it depends on. But then sometimes the owner, I know that one dude at that place in Vegas mentioned he's got to be the owner. He's like the dude in the head office. He's got bulletproof glass, all that shit, and yeah. So I don't know.
Rancho. You been to Rancho?
No, not.
Oh God. Listen, I cannot stand going into a coin shop and the dealer says, "Do you know what you want?" I'm like, that's
I'll
like
do it when I
that's like
see it.
nails on a chalkboard to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go in there
Like
and
if I knew what I
I know
wanted,
that
I'd
when I
just buy
see
it
it.
online and not bother you.
Exactly. You want to see what's there, right? I mean, that's why you're at a coin shop.
So
Like, what
when
kind
you
of
go to
question is that?
Rancho, so when you go to Rancho, you literally feel like you're going into like I don't know, like a prison. They have nothing out. There's absolutely nothing to look at. It's just shelves and bulletproof glass. And literally you have to go in there and be like, yeah, I want 5 buffaloes and blah blah blah. And then they leave and you're like, they come back 5 minutes later and they hand you your buffaloes. Like you don't even get to pick what you want. Yeah, that's Rancho for you, man. I went there one time. I will never. And the dealer behind the bulletproof glass was like, I mean, nothing that we're Nevada, nothing against it, but the dude's got a gun on his hip, and I'm just like, I don't like this at all. I'm out of here.
It's
I
like
mean,
it
that
sounds
is
like the
Rancho, right?
intro.
Rancho's not the best area, right?
Yeah, no, it's bad over there, way bad. Sounds like the intro to Get Smart to get in there or something, and then it's like the Escape from New York once you're in. Holy
Yeah,
shit!
man.
I mean, if you go to
Well,
Sahara Coin, they have they call them Sally Port doors or Sally doors, where you gotta close one before the other opens.
Oh,
mhm.
I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah,
That's good for security for the customers too, man. Because if you
yeah.
go in there, you got cash on you.
Well, listen, I took my protection with me when I went into the one today. I mean, Flamingo and Eastern's not exactly the greatest area of town, and I'm walking out of there with a big old box of shit. I mean, it was all copper, so if they rob me, I mean, they're getting copper. They might as well go rob a lamp post, but they don't know that.
Yeah,
Well,
right.
it's funny because every coin shop here in Florida, just about, people are wearing, open carry.
They
Okay.
all do here too.
Yeah. So, and that, like, OJ will even offer to walk you to your car. Like, if you bought a good amount of stuff, he'll be like, "All right, we'll bring you out to your car."
He
And
grabs his
Wow.
meanwhile,
AR-15 and
I don't feel unsafe over there in his place. I just walk out and get my car.
he grabs his AR-15 and walks you out. He's like, "I got you."
Nah,
Good.
he's got smaller arms than that.
Yeah.
Well, Silver Sleuth says he would prefer a vending machine over that atmosphere. And I tell you what, send to Georgie. I know you guys watching. Probably most of you guys here do. He in Singapore they got vending machines all over to sell gold and silver pieces, man, and that's freaking way cool.
That is.
I try to go to the gold back machine thing, don't work half the damn time, but yeah,
Yeah.
they're always
Get
out. But
robbed.
yeah, you can get robbed at a vending machine for sure. Yeah.
B
The
Taylor
one on
says, "Put a sniper on the roof."
the one on Eastern and Flamingo though, they had a good selection in there. They had I didn't I said, so what's the price on your generic stuff? Because I was actually picking up stuff that I bought off of Whatnot, and I was pricing out their copper for when I start my Whatnot show, which hopefully I'll get around to it today. But he said their generics are like about $2 over. So I mean, I don't know. These coin shops here in town aren't really the best deals.
Do you want to share how much you won that bar for?
I won a 10-ounce silver bar for I think like after taxes and everything, it was like 280, 290.
Oh, that's not
Nice.
bad at all.
Awesome
That's
deal,
way
man.
under spot.
Hell yeah.
So I instead of taking the 10-ounce bar, I traded him and I got a stack of the Memorial copper bars
Oh, cool.
that I plan on flipping on Whatnot.
Right on.
So it's
Yeah,
like
that's
instead of taking the silver bar, I'm like, what kind of deal can you give me? So he gave me spot price for the silver bar, and I took him in copper instead.
That's a great move, Vegas. Right on.
So
Rob's
hopefully,
numismatic archaeology. He says, I feel the same going out of the banks with boxes of nickels and dimes. SoCal sucks. SoCal, that's where I was born. Sucks when it comes to gun laws. Yeah, and right, that's recognizable. Or do you bring like a bag with you, Rob, like to put those in? And then that's heavy, man. That's like you're kind of a slow target when you got all that weight, man. Ooh,
yeah. You're not running with a box of nickels in your hand.
fuck no, you're not. Yeah,
your hand, you
not
got both
my
hands
age.
full too. You're not really drawing from the hip, even if you did have something.
Yeah, you got your arms full, dude. What are you gonna do? Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
in
shit.
California, I doubt that you're gonna have something anyway.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, you're not protecting yourself there.
Mm.
Are you like collecting the nickels now? Or are you like coin roll hunting, picking through, looking for the 35 percenters?
Rob
He
does
does coin roll hunting.
Coin roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've watched. He's done a couple. I've caught him live a couple times where he's going through coin rolls.
I had no luck, man. I went through probably about a month, and I videoed some of mine. I didn't find nothing, man. I literally didn't find nothing silver or anything in there. And literally I was asking him for, hand rolled stuff, anything that looked old. And I swear to you, like I was getting rolls that were already picked over from other pickers. I didn't find
Yeah.
nothing.
Like I thought about trying it too, but I'm like in the Vegas area, I'm just like, I don't know because they probably go through it a lot. Because just the area just the city we live in is not I'm sure they go through a lot of stuff.
Yeah, they do, and those banks don't like you bringing it back either. They're not too happy when you bring it back to them.
Yeah, but how do
Yeah.
you bring it back? Do you bring it back? You got to roll it back up.
Well, I'll tell you, one time I did bring them back a whole bunch of coins, because they told me, yeah, just bring them back, we'll roll them up. I brought them back, and the lady was like, yeah, we don't accept these unless they're in rolls. So she gave me a whole bunch of rolls, and I sat there at the bank and rolled all that shit.
Holy crap!
Yeah, so they don't like them if they're not back in rolls.
Yeah, Rob's news about archaeology. He says, yeah, they're heavy as shit. I guess you could. Okay, so you got one in each arm. You could drop one. Hopefully, all these spill out, so they can't steal that from you. It's all over the ground. They're going to spend all the time trying to pick them all up, and then you just beat the hell out of them with the other one.
No
You just
kidding.
chuck the box at them. You just
Put
chuck
it
the
in-
box at them and then freaking
Just-
beat them over the head.
Just wail on them with that other box, the heavy one.
Take them out of the box and dump them in a sack and carry them out with a sack in case somebody comes at you. You just beat them with
Swing
a sack.
that shit. Yeah, you swing. You could knock somebody into next week and shit, man.
He says his bank has a Coinstar machine that members use free of charge. Oh, that's cool.
That is way cool.
That is super cool.
Out here, the casinos have
Free of charge. Charge you a premium.
Because it's
The
like
casinos have
11% or something, I think. Or
the
it's
casinos
not-
out here have them, and I think they're like 10% or something.
That's a lot.
So Rob, if you're into nickels, I got a whole roll of 1960 nickels fresh. I broke them out of a PVC tube.
Yeah, that's a crazy story.
Yeah.
B Taylor says, so I can't keep recycling that roll of halves until I score. There you go.
It's like deep out of the archives there, huh? With those nickels?
Oh yeah, they were. My guess is they were putting that tube in the 60s, and
I've seen people sell on eBay and stuff like coins that haven't been opened since like the 50s and 60s. It's like, whoa, that's kind of cool, man. I didn't know if I'd want to open them.
Yeah, no, I opened them up, and they were all like a bunch of toner nickels.
And all the
they're
same year, of
basically-
course, right? They're all the
What's
same
that?
year.
And look how fresh they are. 1960.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful.
Enlarging.
Nah, it's only a nickel. Not that big of a deal, but he goes
wait,
on.
wrong one.
You little bastard, yeah. Yeah, just a nickel, but the condition of it.
Oh, I like the toning though. It's like a nice green, gold kind of champagne. That's beautiful.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
a
wow.
nice piece, and they're
We're gonna
all
have to
like
get-
that.
We're gonna have to get you a Samsung so your camera focuses.
Looks like sunshine. That's
Yeah,
gorgeous.
it's like I'm telling you, these things were brand new when they were put in that tube.
The Florida
That's
sun
crazy.
got to him. The Florida sun went right through the paper or the tube or whatever.
I think it was the PVC just shrank around them, and I couldn't get them out of the tube. I literally had to crack the tube open. I'll show you the tube. I had to break it open.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
I mean, but
That's funny. I saved the graded. I actually threw it in the trash, and then I'm like, no, I'm going to save that. But I broke that Silver Eagle out of the graded holder or whatever.
yeah.
It's just for fun. I'll throw it away one day, I guess.
But you know what?
He
You know
says he
what? I-
thought BCS was in Nevada. No, he's in Florida. He just comes out here a lot.
Wait, who was saying that?
4 nights.
Oh yeah, no way, dude.
No way. What?
BCS is international. We should call him International BCS. He's all over.
No, don't move to Florida at 4-9s. Don't do it.
He said
He's
there's
pretty
enough
much
people
a
there.
pirate. He's always hanging out in the Caribbean down there. He's a pirate.
He couldn't live in Nevada. We don't have cruise ships.
Yeah, but you got airplanes, right?
He's got a tidy little residence in Port Royal down there. Don't fool yourselves.
He says, "Why not move to Florida?"
It's too overcrowded. Have you looked at the population of Florida lately? It's like 25 million people.
Everywhere's overcrowded.
Oh, no,
everybody,
it's
everybody left
ridiculous.
here for Florida during COVID, man. I can't tell you how many people were like, "Oh, moving to Florida, moving to Florida." Everybody was going to Florida.
Well,
remember hearing that.
during COVID,
Yeah.
we were open. Everything closed in March. We were open in May, and we were open 100% by July.
Yep.
No restrictions.
Man, this place was a freaking nightmare during that time.
Oh,
Oh
I
man.
remember casinos were closed for over a year.
Oh, it was a nightmare. Well, when we reopened, it was a nightmare. You got to have them wear their mask and they don't want to. And it's like, listen, I really don't care, but it's my job and you have to wear your mask. And it was a freaking nightmare.
Yeah, you'll end up getting fired for their screw up.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
then I
Silver
got
and
COVID and
Cigars.
I'm like, thought I was going to die because I got COVID. And I'm like, this is nothing. I've had freaking worse pains than this.
Silver and Cigar says he saw a pirate at the fun show in Florida there, and standing next to him was Blue Collar Stacker himself. So there you go, birds of a feather, man.
Yep. We did meet.
Told you.
So me and Silver and Cigars. I'm probably one of the only other members of this community that knows what you look like, bro. I don't know where you live, but I know what you look like.
That's funny. Oh god, that's funny.
We didn't get any pictures. Me and Pirate got pictures together. I didn't get any pictures with cigars, though.
Did you smoke a cigar?
No, we did not. He let me hold his 1858 gold coin, though.
Well, that
I bet he
14 or
did.
$18,000 piece.
Hell yeah, yeah, I held that coin.
What?
That's pretty
Silver Stu
cool.
says he's been watching videos of real estate under 30,000 all over the North America part of USA. Really? In Detroit?
Some pretty cool claims to fame right there just happened. We just
No
talked
doubt
about
about it. The fun show is actually not that fun though, because it's too big, too big. I think
It's
Silver and
huge.
Cigars would probably he would probably concur on that. It's just so big, man. You got to spend 3 days there going through, and you still can't see everything.
Sounds like a long day with toddlers in the hot sun at Disney World.
Oh my gosh,
There's
Disney.
too many people for me, I think. I don't know.
Why do they call it the fun show? Is that an acronym for something, or is that?
Yeah, it's an acronym. It's Florida Numismatic, some such shit. Florida, what is it? Florida United Numismatic, I think is what it stands.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know it's an acronym. I can't remember what it was for.
Very
And
nice.
honestly, when I walked in there, it's Slab City. If you want slab coins, you're gonna find them there.
Oh,
But there are a certain amount of bullion, but not a tremendous amount of bullion, I don't think. Not like
Well,
other things.
that's how the coin shows here in Vegas are. All the ones I've been to, and they're mostly the CK and then a little bit of the more local ones. But yeah, it's either currency like Confederate, your old bills, all graded stuff, all kinds of graded stuff. They do have a lot of like world coins, and then a bit of bullion, but not like a lot. And when it gets down to vintage, it shrinks even more.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Honestly, though, I like the Vegas show because it's probably, like maybe 15, 20% the size of the fun show. But you can go through that. You can go through one day, kind of get a scope of what's going on, come back the second day and really get into it with people. And you start to learn, you start to know people, like a lot of those vendors there now, I'm familiar with them. They know me. I know them,
it's the
Yep.
same people over, and even the local show, it was really kind of the same people.
It
Yeah.
was, yeah. Yep, it sure was. I was only there for like a few minutes, but yep, it was the same. It's like, holy crap. Yeah, it's like, and so, and they call it a local show, but guess what? Yeah, It's not local. And there's like people I know, they live out in California. And this guy, he lives over in Hawaii, and yeah, they're these people. They come. They come to the shows to sell stuff. All over. They just call it local. I don't know.
Well, the one guy I bought from, I think he actually lives in the Philippines, but he comes here like twice a year or something. And if he's here and there's a coin show, then he goes
Yeah.
to it and opens a table.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
The Humble Stacker, what's up, man?
Sounds. Is that transient you're talking about?
No. It was, I don't know, some guy at the coin show here.
Yeah, no, I'm just playing.
Oh,
Transient
you're
lives half his life in the Philippines. He's got a home and a wife and a business, and and then he drives out here, trucks.
Yeah,
Four
49's whenever you're ready to come out for a show, man. There's one in July and I think there's one in October.
Yeah.
July 25th, I think, or 25th through 27th, something like that.
Yeah.
They'll
Yeah.
be here
Well,
before you know it. It's right around the corner.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
only 2 months away. Yeah.
Yeah.
You coming out here, BCS?
Does Howdy Doody have wooden balls?
Nah.
I'm guessing he does.
Does
Yeah.
Florida have beaches?
Yeah. Is the Pope an American?
Oh,
I guess
nice.
he is.
Do alligators shit in the Everglades?
Yeah.
49 says it's got to be a big show.
There's
They
only
really don't.
that is the biggest show though out there.
Yeah, that's about all we have out here. We don't have like a big fun show type size one.
It depends on
it's-
what you consider big. I mean, Vegas is probably what, about 100 vendors?
Yeah, I'd say there's 100+ tables that usually, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
The
it's big enough.
the CK shows, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how big you're looking. It's not fun size big, but it's not bad. It's not a far trip for you.
Well, Blue
He says
Collar, he's seen them both, and he said about maybe 15-20%. So it'd be like, what are those, like double convention rooms they got open there? Maybe 3
Oh, no.
convention rooms. So it'd be
Yeah, it's
like
tremendous.
5 times or at least 5 or 6 times bigger than that would be the fun show. And I saw like videos from other channels where I think the escalators and Silver Cigars, Blue Collar, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Where you
Yep.
look out and it's just like, holy shit, look at all that. And then I think it goes back in other rooms and all that too. So
Yeah, there were I want to say 15 rows of tables. Maybe it was 12, but it was somewhere between 12 and 15 rows of tables. And it just goes on and on.
Florida
too
says
much.
it's a far trip
actually
for him. I don't-
overwhelming. I found
can't
it
be
to
more than
slightly
2 hours.
overwhelming. Well, I'm sorry.
49 says it's a far trip for him, but it can't be more than 2 hours for him.
No,
where's 49's at?
no trip is far on a plane. Come on.
Where does 49's hail from?
He never really says,
He doesn't
Oh.
say, yeah.
but I know. I know.
I
He
kind of
doesn't
think
say, but he's hinted around enough where I pretty much figured it out.
let's put it this way, he's in the central time zone.
Oh, okay.
About a 2-hour flight south of here, I would say.
Just about, yeah. Well,
Well, if you book plane tickets like at least a month in advance, but 2 months is probably even better. Like now would be good. You can get like pretty good deals, man. If you do, plane tickets 2 days ahead, it's going to be $1,000 to go anywhere. But yeah, so yeah, as long as you plan your trip out, why couldn't you get out here for a decent amount? And then hotels aren't too expensive here. Well, the fees are. The resort fees are expensive.
Just
July
don't
is
stay on
probably
the
not.
strip, man. Stay off the strip.
Yeah, stay off. Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
cheap in July.
yeah,
or
right.
you
Because
could-
people
or
they
you
don't
could
like
just
the heat.
gamble a lot and get free rooms.
Yeah, not everybody likes the heat.
You don't get those
Gamble
rooms
a
for
lot.
free. Those rooms aren't free. You spend enough money to justify that free room. I guarantee you.
Well,
And
I
just
tell you
prepaid.
what, I get free rooms and I don't spend a nickel in that casino.
Really?
Yeah, it comes from it's a reciprocal deal with Celebrity Cruises, Royal Caribbean.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They
yeah.
give you MGM status with your status with the cruise line.
They
So
all
I
got
get
rewards
comps
and
every time I
things, and
come
they're
out.
like getting travel miles, and they're like what do you call it? Black marketing, man. They're I'm just kidding. No, but yeah, that's a good way to do it, man. If you can build up points, and you guys are smart.
Yeah, it's mostly my wife that's smart. I'm pretty dumb actually. My wife knows these programs like the back of her hand.
That's awesome.
And she does well, man. She does well with them.
That video, the one video I watched that you made where you opened up damn, what's her name's package she sent you and you're like, you must be blind. Dude, I
Oh,
was
Becky.
cracking up.
Yeah. Yeah, she said she loves my, what did she say? I got the card right here. What am I doing?
Something about your content. You're like, you must be blind.
Yeah, she says, oh, you're doing a great job or something. And I was like, oh, wait, here it is. So she says, thanks for all you do in the community. Your videos are top notch. I said, Becky, the only conclusion I can come to is you must be blind and deaf.
Yeah, that was hilarious. That was
I
so
was
funny.
cracking up.
Yeah, that was cool. She sent me a chip. And by the way, I found out by
What is it?
It's Mr. Dilly.
Oh,
Mr. Dilly, and that's her. I guess she uses that on her channel.
I've heard of this Mr. Dilly.
Yeah. FG told me that, and then she did too. So yeah,
Cool.
that was pretty cool. So
That's cool.
yeah, I'll have stuff coming out to you soon, Becky, if you're in the room.
Them limes are nice. B Taylor says the limes are nice. I don't know what that means.
Meaning the green chip, I guess. Is that what you? It looks like a lime.
Oh yeah, lime green. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Lime green chip. No, it's
So
actually a pretty cool chip.
49 says he's 19 hours away by golf cart.
Perfect. The mileage you get on there, perfect.
Now you got to charge up though. That's a lot of hotels, man.
Get the gas ones, you're all right.
Mm.
Oh yeah,
Just gotta hope for good weather.
they probably do have gas powered ones, huh?
Harry, I
Well-
swallowed a bug.
Yeah. It's been 2.5 hours, guys.
Yeah,
I'm gonna,
that's good for the watch hours for you.
yeah, I need the watch hours.
You definitely need them.
Hey, so do you get do these watch hours count, or does it only count after the fact?
No, they count.
That's good. That's good. There you go.
And I can attest to that because I just got a bunch of watch hours from last weekend.
And it seems to be about an average tonight from what I was watching, maybe like 15 people. So maybe 30 hours.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. That's
So-
awesome. You ought to be
you'll get
doing
some
lives
after the
every
fact,
night.
too.
I thought about just doing lives until I get my hours, but that gets old too. Only so many people can listen to me ramble.
Yeah, and I heard there's something about YouTube doesn't like people doing that. For some, I don't remember all the details, but they don't give you as much credit if that's all you do is live streaming. Some channels have like done that, but yeah.
You know,
I wish I could remember that story better. But yeah, but you're saying even with you're still even with doing live stream once a week. That's only once every 3 weeks. So that you're not keeping up with the hours that you're falling off from last year.
fortunately, the beginning of my channel, my watch hours like 1 or 2 a day. So it's not killing me, but I'm actually getting ahead now. I'm up to about 3,600. So I guess
I figured out the math wise, and if I remember exactly, it's you basically have to get, I think it's 10.87 watch hours every day in order to get 4,000 hours within 1 year.
Yes, that's accurate.
BCS,
Hey,
you'll be
Vegas, I
there.
got a question for you, Vegas. Do you have your videos organized in playlists?
Do not.
Put a bunch of videos in one playlist. And we got 18 people in the room. If 18 people turn that playlist on tonight when they go to bed and turn the volume down and just leave the phone playing, you'll get 150 watch hours tonight.
I'm so glad you said when you go to bed.
Yeah, you don't have to watch it. Just turn it on and let it play.
My Old content will definitely put you to sleep. That's for sure. My new shit will too. I don't know. Vegas says, or Cartier says, just start making breakfast. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's it. No, but that put it. I listen. I got all my stuff in playlist. If you go to the interviews, and I'm talking directly to you guys in the chat. If you go to interviews and live streams and let that play all night, I might get enough watch hours by tomorrow to get monetized.
There
Oh,
you
wow.
go.
That close, huh?
Not that close. No, I got 3,600.
It's
BCS,
not far.
if you're at 3,600, you'll be there in a couple of weeks, man. That won't take you. It won't take you long at all.
How about you, Silver State? Where are you at? If you don't mind sharing, you don't have to. Just wondering if.
I am officially making money from my videos. Not much.
Nice.
Hey, congratulations!
It
Hell
ain't
yeah.
much. It ain't much. Trust me. It's
Oh,
like
but still, like you
it's-
said, it'll grow.
Yeah, I'm going.
it's like I want to say it's something like 2 cents for 1,000 shorts, and I don't know, the videos, it monetizes all your videos that you've ever done, but it counts from like when they monetize you going forward. But it's not much, man. I mean, these guys that are doing millions of views, like Sal and those guys are banking, I'm sure.
Mhm.
But it ain't much, man. Trust me, it ain't what I thought it would be. But
What?
it's something, but it ain't what I thought it would be.
Yeah, I know. I'm a big boy. I know what to do.
Yeah, it's somebody broke it down. It's like $1 for every 400 hours or something. You can,
I
if you
think it's.
Google it, you can
I
find it.
think
But
actually 4.9s we should be able to tell us, right? I think it's like $4 and change per 1,000 views. That's my
something
guess.
like that. Yeah.
And
It depends. It depends. So your videos, they encourage you to make longer videos. Anything that's over 8 minutes, they want you to do, because you can put mid-roll ads. They'll put mid-roll ads in your videos, and so the more ads that you get in your videos, the more you make. But the more ads kill your views, because people don't. You lose viewers on the commercials. So I don't know. It's I haven't. They have a $100 threshold. You got to make $100. So I haven't been monetized long enough to even get $100 out of it yet. But I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I don't know. I'm
Yep.
doing it for fun. It was a challenge to get monetized, but I'm telling you, at this point, I mean, I'm just happy to be doing videos, and whatever they give me, I'll take it.
hey,
Right
just
on.
take it and put it back into some silver, right?
That
Good
was
attitude.
that was always the goal. That was always the
Yeah.
goal.
Exactly, right? Well, it says, let's see, we got 3D Woodworks. He says he's down to rack up some hours. I hear you on that. I'm at 734 right now myself. B. Taylor says, bum rush the channels. And Silver Cigars has some a little insight here. He says, you just need to do a bank video, 4,000 hours from one video. So I think he's talking about robbing a bank, maybe. No, I'm kidding. I know exactly what he's talking about.
Silver
Yeah, he did a
cigars.
video. That's how he blew up. He went from like, I don't know, 600 or 800 subscribers to like 1.8 overnight or within 2 or 3 days. And he was monetized like instantaneously, pretty much.
I will tell you that BCS is 100% right. Is putting your videos in playlists, and when you share like your videos, instead of sharing the single video, share the playlist, because what happens is when your viewer opens up the playlist, they see all of those videos. Whereas if you just share a video, they'll see that one video, and then they'll see a whole bunch of other people's videos below it, and they might click off of yours. You know what I mean? So it's like, if you share the playlist as opposed to the single video, all they see is all your videos in the playlist, and they may move from one. They may not like the video they clicked on, but they may see another one and they'll go down and click that, and it's yours. So the
Well,
playlists are helpful.
There's a guy out there. You guys may or may not have heard of him. T Square Talk. He makes, he puts out a new video every single day. But I was on a live stream with him one night. I was just getting a drink in the kitchen, and the notification popped up. So I hit it, and he was just doing a test stream. And it ended up, it was just me and him on the live stream. So we were talking, and he was saying that that's how he got monetized. He put everything in playlists, and he did live streams, and he told everybody, just watch it every night. And we'll do like mine this week, yours next week, that guy's the following week, and just keep building it up, you know?
I'm down. I'll watch them. I'll put somebody's stream up tonight and let it roll. No problem.
Yeah, I mean, I tried doing it with like a shill account, but they don't count it because it's the same IP.
Yeah, they know. They know when you watch your own videos, it's the same IP. And I wondered, I was like, well, what if, like, my wife or my family member, I think that's it. They go off the IP. So if they're on the same like modem or router or whatever, I think, I don't know that they count it. I don't know, but they know when you're watching your videos, even if it's not, they know.
Yeah, I think it's got to be a different household, like you said, IP address, whatever, coming from a different location. Yeah.
Yeah, they got it all figured out. They know they know they're not just gonna hand out money.
Well, what if you got a VPN, right? You got a VPN on your phone. They really can't tell then.
That's true, I think.
Yeah.
Stuart says don't mute or change the speed. That
Yeah, if you change the
affect it
speed,
too.
it doesn't count. And you can
No,
turn the
it does
volume
count.
down, but don't mute it.
It does count. What it does, so if you watch it in double speed, you get half the watch time. So like, you know what I mean? So it, like, you want to watch it at regular speed. Otherwise, you'll have to watch double the videos to get the same amount of watch time.
Hey, by that same token, if you watch it at half speed, do you get double the watch time? Right?
I think you do.
We're using our logical brains.
I
That
think
sounds
you
like-
do, actually, because you can actually get more than 100%, and I think that is true, because they did say that, like, so like if somebody watches your video from beginning all the way through to the end, and then they go back and watch it again, that in the same viewing session, then that counts as more than 100%. So there's probably some truth to that.
Well, you can see that in the analytics, like certain videos, like shorts, especially. They start out way over 100%. That's because people are watching them and then catching the beginning again. A lot of times, if you blend the music right, they don't know where it ends and where it begins.
Yeah,
right.
I've watched shorts like that, and I'm like, wait, I just heard this part.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
like the beginning, the hands are in the same place as the end, and then
Well, you notice on my
think
shorts,
if
I've been looping them that way on purpose, because once
Yep.
you get monetized, every single view counts. It's just the shorts don't count for very much at all. But if you loop it where you can get like 4 or 5 watches out of one person, then that helps your viewer count go up.
Yeah.
I think if you watch at half speed, you do get double views for it, but you would have to be logged in on a 0.5G system.
0.5G maximum. Nothing more than 0.5 Gs.
Then it's all legit, right?
Dude, my phone is so old, I don't even have 5G. I got LTE. That's my top of the line internet.
That's mobile. That's Roam.
Yeah, I got LTE. I don't have 5G.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Almost 3 hours.
All right.
Humble Stacker says he wanted to stop by and say hello. How you doing, Humble? I think I tagged you on my short earlier today. Hopefully you made it over here because of that.
Thank you, everybody, for being in here. Silver Sleuth, Cartier Silver, FG Stacker 49s. Thanks for stopping in, as always, man. Greatly appreciate the support. Stuart, thanks for being here. Silver Sleuth, the Humble Stacker stopped in late. 49 B Taylor, always great to see you. Always supporting us. Who else we got? Silver Sleuth, Silver and Cigars, always great to see you. Rob Numismatic, I got your email. Stacker Staker Dividend Maker, if you're still here, greatly appreciate you being here. Silver State Stacker, thank you for stopping in and hanging out with us and sharing your insight on things and getting us back to talking about metals and less about ghosts. Blue Collar Stacker, thank you.
That's why I got on here, was to talk about ghosts.
Yeah.
It was a good time as always, guys. Greatly appreciate everybody's support.
You guys are awesome.
Definitely what he said. Thank you, everybody.
Hey, real quick, I'd like to ask you right now, Silver State, if you'd like to. I'd like to do a show talking about paranormal stuff. Let's do it, man. If you're game, I'm game. Just give me a night.
I love it, bro. You let me know. We got the text. We can formulate it. I think it's cool. We got to get I don't remember her name, but we got to get her in, man. How cool would that be?
Oh God,
What
are
was
you
it,
sure?
Demonic Debbie or something?
She sounds spooky, bro.
Is she
Yeah,
is she like into the spooky stuff or like
Whoa.
what?
Yeah,
She's
check out her
dude.
channel.
She
Got her
said she's
channel.
got a. She said she got a date with the devil. Yeah,
Oh yeah, I'm not into
What
all
is it?
that stuff. That's
Diabolical
that's too-
Debbie.
I mean, she sparked the conversation, but yeah, that's a little crazy. And who knows? Maybe Vegas, maybe Blue Collar, maybe anybody else might want to jump in on a show like that.
I'm
That's
in.
fun.
I'm in.
I'm
Let
a
me
nut.
know when-
I'm a nut for Halloween time. I love the horror shows.
Me
The-
too. You know
the
what I just
old
watched
ones.
last night?
What?
Last night I watched Ghost Ship. You ever
Oh
seen
yeah.
that?
Oh yeah.
Dude.
Oh, yeah. I think
Dude.
the old ones are the best, man. The ones from like the 80s, and I think Ghost Ship was like early 2000s or something, but I love the 80s stuff, man. It's I don't know, maybe it's cuz I grew up, I was a kid in the 80s, but I love the 80s stuff.
No, this is actually the original Ghost Ship. It
Oh,
was
okay.
from the 80s. Yeah, I'm old. I didn't even know there was a new one. I'm pretty sure.
Well, you're
Anyways,
hosting
man.
next week, so maybe we talk about ghosts next week.
Yeah, why not? That might be fun. Yeah, I like that idea.
Yeah,
Heck yeah.
for that question.
How about we get a thumbs up in the chat if that's a good idea? Anybody still out there? It was almost 3 hours. We went long.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I'll send you her link. I just found her link. I'll send you her link, Silver State.
Yeah, no, don't send him that. Don't send him that.
All right, guys. Greatly appreciate it. I will catch you guys next week. Everybody in the chat and everybody else. I will holler at you.
Yeah,
Thanks,
for sure. It
everybody.
was
Thanks
awesome
for
to have
coming
you
in.
hop up with us, Silver State Stacker. Thanks for doing that. Thanks for being in the chat. Everyone here, you guys are awesome, hanging out, hardcores. And thanks Vegas for hosting such a great show. And Blue Collar, my man. I'll see you guys all soon.
Yep, man. Thanks to everybody coming in, and special thanks to Silver State Stacker. And good to see you, 4-9s. Appreciate you coming in.
Yeah, right on, man.
Right at
Hang
you,
loose,
brother.
y'all.
Take care.
Enjoy the evening, guys.
Stay
night.
shiny. Ciao.